Funny to hear about.
That fucking asshole.
That fucking asshole.
You know that he did to me?
That fucking douche nozzle.
Yeah.
You got quite a collection of bottles over there, Johnny, behind you, to your left.
Yeah, well, that's not me. That's, you know, someone said, you must drink a lot. I go, no, once a month. I couldn't make one of those old fashions if you put a gun to my head. All righty. Let's see. So we're live on Rumble. Let's see if I can put this over here so you guys can see it. So that's the same one I have here. That's the same thing here. As we get ready to go.
Are people lined up waiting?
Oh, yeah. There's hundreds of people waiting for the Brand X podcast to go live.
With bated breath.
Bated breath.
Yes.
Right. All right, I got to check a couple things.
Yeah, you're as popular as the Kelsey brothers by now, right?
Yes.
How wide is that?
Okay, it's working. Duchess sneezed on the last episode. I have that, but I didn't bring it into the...
Yeah. Whose voice was how wide is that?
I don't know who this is.
That's just a...
How wide is that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wide enough.
Mm-hmm. So...
I got a friend that turns everything and almost anything you say into something sexual like that.
Who's that? Which friend?
Tim Zane.
Oh, okay. Let's see, so I can see what's going on here. All right, now I can see. I see one person showed up. I don't know who it is yet. So we're getting ready for... I had an experiment earlier. I asked Deuce to make me an old-fashioned with Jack Daniels. That was a mistake. Now see? I could have told you.
You listen to a professional, you would be better off.
I just asked if, what I thought maybe it might be it was a different taste. It's not as...
You've had that taste in your mouth before.
No, I have not. Wow, Jack, it didn't have any wang to it. I did have a taste.
It's a favorite line. Everybody knows that one.
Right. Okay, now I'm pressing record. All right, so now we're recording.
Are you using the 2-minute drill fund?
Aaron says, okay, make with the funny, fuckers. We'll try. Aaron is a chef.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like he's a real chef. He's not like, just some guy that,
Right.
has
Pretends
Doesn't
to be.
play one on TV.
Yeah, doesn't seem to play one on TV.
Like Jack Tripper.
Right. It's true.
There you go.
Wouldn't be a podcast unless we had
When I pulled up, the fire trucks were rolling out.
yeah. There they go. They love to hit that horn, man.
And they love to chop through your house with an axe. Doors open, doors open. They got to chop something down.
I told you that time
Foundation savers.
they called me to go. They called me. This is when I was working as an elevator mechanic. They called me. I think it was a Friday night at around 11 o'clock, and they say, "Excuse me, we have an entrapment at Cheney University. Now, Cheney University's 99% black.
I never heard of it.
Cheney University. It's out on
Chester.
Is that named after Cheney, the coach from Temple?
I don't think it's any relations now. So then the guy says, he says, how long is it going to, they got 3 people trapped in the elevator. I said, okay, I'm on my way. They go, how long is it going to take you to get here? I said, 45 minutes. 45 minutes? You got to get here faster than that. I said,
I'll have a
can't,
helicopter.
yeah, I can't get there faster than that. He says, all right, I'll call the fire department. I said, don't call the fire department. I said, I'll be there in 45 minutes. They're fine. I get there. 3 fire trucks outside, lights up. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I go up. And at the very top floor, the car's stuck maybe 8 inches below the floor. And what happened was someone kicked the door in the bottom, and when it came up, it ripped the door lock off and broke the door contacts. So as I get to the top of the stairs, the guy comes out of the stairway with a jaws of life. I said, don't do that. I said, I'll run this thing down. I'll get them out of there. And the guy says, I'll tell you what, I carry this thing up 9 flights. I'm using it. So I said, he starts this thing up. And I'm like, hey, everybody, get to the back of the elevator. Turn your eyes away from the door. And he got in there. He destroyed it. He destroyed the door buck. He destroyed the hatch doors. He destroyed the car doors. He got him out. So the guy goes, well, can you fix this? I said, not now. That's over.
I could have.
I said, I could have. It would have taken me, what, like 20 minutes, and this thing would have been running again. But now they did $35,000 worth of damage to the elevator.
Fucking foundation savers.
Yeah, chimney savers, foundation savers.
Haven't lost the foundation yet.
So
I carried this up 9 floors. I'm using it.
So now they're pissed at the fire company because I said I could have fixed it. It's no big deal. And now they got a $35,000 bill, which they have to pay for now.
Yeah, the insurance company ain't going to cover that,
Right.
probably.
So now they have to pay for it. So they're pissed, right? So they sued the fire company. Can't sue the fire company.
No.
They have a
Anonymity.
They have an anonymity.
Whatever it's called. They got it.
Indemnified.
They're indemnified. They're yes.
Yes, that.
Duchess is like, sorry she couldn't make it. Yeah, she got sick.
Oh, that's fine.
And then she's like, I'm like, well, she said she wouldn't come because she was sick. She didn't want to get us sick, which I appreciate that. It was very nice.
Thank you. Thank you very little.
All right, so we've pressed record. We're ready to go. Deuce is taking a swig of his old fashioned. Let me try this one. Oh yeah.
That reminds me. She's
That's
sick.
the stuff, right?
How sick are you?
Oh, you're sick already.
Well,
Oh, I had sex with my sisters. That's sick enough for you, the guy says.
Jimmy with the jokes. Okay. Headphones on. That's a different kind of sick. She's
Yeah, I
physically sick, not mentally ill.
A comedian said that he was called out of work. He goes, I'm sick.
How sick are you? I just fucked my sister. Is that sick enough for you? Click. All righty. I think this is episode 136.
Like it matters.
Stop breathing into the mic, Jim.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy, don't get too close. Who the fuck's... Just get away from that mic.
This is all loosey-goosey.
Tighten it up how you need to get it.
Down here, it's...
Oh, is it?
All right. Well, punt.
How's that? We good?
It'll work.
It'll work.
I'll make it work.
Okay.
I'm what you call a pseudo-professional.
Pseudo-professional. All right. Here we go. What the hell's going on here?
Did you push record?
I pushed record. Now all of a sudden this stupid Brand X thing ain't working. What the hell's going on over here?
He's past that. That was early days. Damn it. I forgot to hit record.
No, I like when I did this earlier.
It's the Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy.
That worked. Then this.
What you
Now the Brand X thing. What the hell? Is this what I'm going to have this shit going on over here now? With this stupid thing?
It's haunted.
All right. Here we go.
All right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready?
Welcome in to another episode of the Brand X Podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, John. Alongside me, Deuce.
Come stop, bitches.
And buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. The Jimmy has arrived. Hello, Jimmy.
Hello, back in town.
It's the Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? It's the Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
For a half second there, I thought it was not going to work, and I was just there was a lag, and I was like focused on you. Like,
Oh, yeah, I would lose my shit again.
John goes nuclear in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1. What? I can't remember the last time we recorded. Unfortunately, Joe's not here today. He's how would you say he's got gout?
He's under the weather.
He's under the weather.
He's having a gout flare up.
Yes. I can't. I mean, he sent pictures today. I saw all the pictures of his knee and his foot, and I was like, oh, my God. I don't know. We had a cousin that used to have that, and he said he wanted to take the gun out of his nightstand drawer and shoot his toe off. It hurt so bad. He said that he thought that shooting the toe off would be less painful than gout. I had one flare-up one time. It lasted about a week, and it was only bad for 2 days, and I can't even imagine. It's one of the most painful things I've ever been through.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And it comes on you instantaneously almost.
Yeah.
Like you're fine. And then a half an hour later, like, well, this hurts. And an hour later, you're in agony.
Yeah. With me, they gave me a different medication to take. So I take the medication. I take it like the second day. I wake up and I'm like, going to get out of bed. I'm like, oh, my toe hurts. And it started getting worse and worse. And then I'm like, why would this happen? I don't really eat anything. And I said, you know what? I think it's this medication. So I stopped taking it. And it took about a week for it to go away, 3 days. But, it still took like a week before the pain went away. So I go to the doctor. I said, yeah, I'm not taking it anymore. It gave me gout in my toe. He goes, it doesn't give you gout in your toe. I'm like, yeah, it did. Because I stopped taking it. The gout went away. He goes, well, you must. I said, listen, dude, I don't eat. I've never had a gout flare up. I've taken this medication 3 days. I get a gout flare up. I stop taking it, it goes away. I'm no genius. Or no doctor. I'm saying it's that. So that was the end of that.
So you were looking for causality.
Yes, causality. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, so
We'll go with that.
I think we should start the show with the, what would we call it? It's the airing of the grievances of the shit that I've said over the past month on the Boomer Bunker podcast where Deuce is going, oh, that's not right. Is there anything that I've fucked up in the past week?
I overlooked the mispronunciation.
Oh, well, you have to do that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just a derailment. But the political term you were referring to is useful idiots, not useless idiots.
What, I said useless idiot? I know
Yeah.
it was useful.
Yeah, you said useless.
All the time I said useless?
Well, a couple of podcasts ago on there, you said, that's what they're called. Useless idiots. That's what they are. I says, no, John, they're not useless. I was like, I don't even bother texting anywhere. I'm just going to let it roll.
Just save them up. Save them up for when we do the brand X.
Just start writing them down.
You got to start writing them down.
Yeah. And I see that whore Vera finally corrected you on Massey because you were always making him a representative, a senator instead of a representative.
Yeah, he is
You did that about 9 podcasts in a row. I said, yeah, he just, he can't help himself. I said, how can you not? Because I always hear you bitch about Mitch McConnell.
Right. He's a senator.
And I always hear you praise Rand Paul.
Do I?
They're both senators from Kentucky. Every state only gets 2. And
that's right.
you're like, why doesn't he get this?
Deuce is giving John a civics lesson here this afternoon.
Yeah. Because
Well, you know what? It's hard is you're sitting here, again.
you're living in the moment like ranting and raving, like, ah, fucking Senator Massey. I'm like,
No,
it's
John.
not a Massey.
You did,
So I was ecstatic when Vera corrected you. It was like, just to be clear. I was like, yes. Yeah, that whore couldn't give me any Camaro knowledge, but she did come up with that. She corrected you on that.
there's something wrong with Vera now. I can't get her on the show. Like, in other words, I used to be able to talk to her, on the show, and then she could answer. But for some reason now, I don't know what happened. Either somebody updated something, but now she just sits there and she says, okay, I'm ready to go. And I go and I give her a question and she goes, absolutely. Whenever you have a question, just let me know. And I'm like, okay, how about this? Yes, I'll be here when you need me. I'm like, no, you won't.
Sometimes you just misspeak and I let it go. But when you keep going on, like Massey, as an example, like when it's podcast after podcast after it's just like, no, I only need a little doppel, that's all.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's more if you need.
Little cherry juice here on the, my OCD will kick in and I'm like, I'll put my fucking sleeve in that. And I was like, I got to wipe that up.
I was, I forget, I guess it was either I was scrolling through something and someone was talking about an old fashioned and I was like, oh, and they go, yeah, Jack Daniel's old fashioned. And I went, I like Jack Daniel's. So I said to Deuce this morning.
Like a Pavlovian dog, he just started drooling.
I said, hey, listen, can I get a Jack Daniel's old fashioned? He goes, well, you can make it with anything if you want, but yeah, it's not going to be the same. And I'm like, let me try it. No, it wasn't good. It was okay.
I mean, you could doctor it up. Like if you had a glass smoker and you smoked the glass.
Right.
That's the next toy I'm going to buy.
I think if I would have put if we'd have muddled a lime in
some
there.
jackass forgot the lemons.
Yeah, but I don't think that really hurts it because I just drank this one that you made with bourbon, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste that.
Well, I compensate with the lemon.
Right, the lemon bitters.
The lemon bitters. Yeah, pulling up, like getting off 295. I'm sitting at the traffic light, and the phone rings, and it's Diane. Well, this can't be good. Because whenever your wife calls you, it's never good. And it's like, yeah, you left the lemons here on the counter. Fuck. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going back now.
Can't go back now.
Yeah, maybe if you got me in the first, why did you help me out 20 minutes ago? You know, but.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait 20 minutes till he's almost there.
Oh, look, that asshole left the lemons here.
Let me wait 20 minutes and then I'll call him.
Mahjong. Playing Mahjong as we speak.
What?
Oh, did you ever see that game? It's a Mahjong. It used to be with tiles and dice. It's a Chinese game.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, a friend of ours showed her this Mahjong game on her phone. And now she's like addicted. Like it's like all I hear is that fucking music and
she leaves the music on.
Well, it has the sound effects and you hear
okay.
and it's just background music and birds chirping. I don't know what the chirping birds are for. I don't fucking have a clue. But it's just like I'm at level 1553 now. Oh, that's great.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but okay.
right. So like for someone that never did anything with a phone. Like she got that dopamine addiction immediately on that.
It must be a women thing because Duchess says she loves mahjong.
Yeah,
she loves it.
Back in the day, in the 70s, my mom and all the ladies in the neighborhood would come to our house and they would play mahjong. And my mom had the ivory. I mean, it's probably worth a fortune now because I know it was from the 1930s, and she got it from somebody. So it was like actual ivory tiles with the dragons and the numbers, and it was very elaborate. The thing weighed like about 50 pounds, it seemed like, in the box.
Whatever happened to it?
Who the fuck knows?
It's probably still in the house with Joe's.
Nah, Joe would have expunged that. But I don't.
What's this?
Yeah, it's just. I think she just wound up. She probably gave it away to somebody. But yeah, during the like in the 60s and the 70s, there was like a resurgence of mahjong. It just like came back. And my mom started a mahjong league. I don't know what the fuck you would call it.
I wouldn't even know how to play it. Would you? Did you ever
Janice
play
was
it?
playing bridge, and his mom was playing mahjong.
Yeah, I remember the bridge. That was so ladies could drink martinis in the afternoon.
Then pinochle, which my mother and father used to play pinochle with my dad's brother and sister-in-law, my aunt and uncle. And apparently they were very competitive, like both of them, both couples. So they would start off all nice, mom and dad against Uncle Carmen and Aunt Jerry, and by the end of the night, it's Uncle Carmen and my mother versus my father and Aunt Jerry because you really can't scream at your sister-in-law. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck did you throw that away for?
So when I was, I guess, like 20-something, I worked at this one place, and at lunchtime, they always play pinochle. And I play pinochle every time at lunch. I don't know how to play pinochle. I don't remember how to play it. I have no idea. I know that they don't have any low cards. It's all high cards.
Was there 54 cards in that deck, not 52, or there's 50? There's 50 and not 52, or vice versa, 54 or not?
Yeah, gun to my head, I wouldn't be able to play pinochle. Maybe if you started playing, I would learn. I would start to remember. But
I don't know if anyone really plays it. I think it seems like an old person's game now.
Yeah, something.
I know people would cheat. My mom and dad would play with mulligans, and I think it was my dad and John against Helen and Janice, and they would be cheating.
Yeah.
Signals.
Duchess says her daughter plays it in a junior league. Is that a junior
Pinochle or mahjong?
Pinochle or mahjong? I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I play poker. I love playing poker. That's a whole different game. And it's the same thing. Remember we would play in that league?
Yeah.
And then I would get like a bad beat, and then everybody would laugh at me, and I'd lose my fucking shit and call them all jerk-offs. Or I would have a hand like, I don't know. I would have a hand like ace king, all right? And I'd raise. Dipshit over here, Jimmy, he's got his favorite hand. What's your favorite hand?
King 9.
King 9 offsuit. Doesn't matter. So now
suit is better, but
ace king over king 9, it's what's called a dominant hand. So in other words, the only, because my kicker's better, So he's going to lose 95% of the time. The cards will come out, king something 9. He's got 2 pair. I got top kicker, top pair, top kicker. I don't get an ace. I'm betting. He's like calling. What the fuck does this guy have? What does he have? He flips over king 9. I want to punch him in the throat. But yeah, I learned
how to play blackjack. Obviously, you know. So when I was selling cars, and it was a very, very slow night. We were open till 9 o'clock at night, but it'd be like, you know, the middle of the winter. It's shitty outside. So they decided they're going to send a salesman home because, you know, why not? Mm-hmm. So the general manager would bust out the deck of cards and say, all right, gather around. And he would start dealing out cards. And whoever won that hand, they would play best 2 out of 3.
Of blackjack.
Okay. So, you know, so he's dealing the cards out, and I got a pair of 10s. So I split them.
Oh.
Yeah. And
as one would.
In real blackjack, everyone hates that. They hate when someone splits the deck when you're playing at the
what did
casino.
the dealer have?
Oh, who the fuck knows? I just go.
Oh, okay. Well, if the dealer has a low card,
right,
like a 3 or a 4, you would split 10s.
So I split the 10s.
Right.
And now they give me I get an ace, 21, and then the next card was an ace.
Oh.
So it was like I won 2 out of 3. Like it lasted like all of like a minute. Like, you motherfucker. You know, everyone's like, it sucks to be you guys. Because I had an hour drive home from Atlantic City.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm going home. I'm not going to. So it's like they talked about that forever, you know, that I did that. You know, I was like, yeah, that was the shortest round of blackjack we ever had in this showroom.
I still like playing poker. I don't really get a chance. There's a new show on YouTube now. It's I forget what it's called, but they go to this one poker tournament. It's in the Bahamas, and it's a $25,000 buy-in. It's called a super whatever it is, and they have these guys and they follow them through as they're going, you know, as they're following them as they do this, and it's actually a really good show. Daniel Negreanu's there. The girl that was in the last World Series of Poker, she almost made the final. She made it down to the final 16. She's in it, and there's a bunch of other people, and it's a really good show if you like poker. If you like the game of poker, and it's a good show. So anyhow, but yeah, I don't know. COVID really killed a lot of things. Killed poker. Like we used to play once a month.
There's a lot of shit that never recovered.
Yeah, never really recovered.
Like if you want to, now it's only kind of getting back on its feet. Like if you needed an appliance, like because those factories were all shut down. So when they were coming out of it, we needed to order a appliance for one of my apartments. And it was like, yeah, it'll be about probably 3 or 4 months. I'm like, 3 or 4 months? And, well, yeah, they're back ordered because they shut the factories down or the suppliers are shut down. So they were still slowing up and coming. And it wasn't just like one company, like, well, I'll get a Frigidaire one. Yeah, well, the backup on that is 6 months. Oh, what about General Electric? It was just, everything was like fucked up, you know. I got lucky and I found one. I bought a floor model and it had a scratch and dent kind of a thing. You know, well, that thing's going to be like up against the wall anyway. I don't give a shit. So, you know, but now customer service is so bad ever since COVID that they just, like, people stopped giving a shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. Now you get the AI customer service, which is even worse. Like I'm thinking to myself now, what would I rather have? An AI customer service or someone from another land?
Right.
That, you know, that you talk to. And yeah. Hello? Just press 1 for English. Boop. Hello, my name is George Bellapio. Yeah, I'm having a problem with this. Oh, brother, sorry for your problems.
Their names are usually like Raj or Jay.
No, it's always Bruce or something. Their real name is like Mahesh. But, you know, they're, oh, we can't say Mahesh. We're supposed to be American.
That means enlightened one, by the way.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. No, I learned a thing or two when I was dealing with Indians in the tobacco business. So. I know Hansa means beautiful swan.
Oh. Yeah. Whose was Hansa? Was Hansa?
That's a woman's name.
Yeah, was that Mahesh's wife?
Yeah. Mahesh, Hansa.
Mahesh and Hansa. Yeah. So, yeah, I had
If an Indian asks you what's up, you say majama.
Majama?
Like rhymes with pajama.
Pajama.
Yeah, it means like, yeah, okay.
Oh, Majama.
That's what Majama means, basically.
What's up?
So, oh, how are you, Majama? Oh, you know. And then they would go, no, it's the only word I fucking know there,
the only one
Rod.
I-
So back the fuck up, okay? I'm just like,
Easy
I'm just
there.
trying to break the ice here to sell you some fucking cigarettes. So
Whoa, he knows. Yeah, I don't know how you feel right now,
I feel good. I had an old fashioned.
Majama. But anyhow, I'm full on conspiracy mode.
Here we go.
Yeah. We
What
have been
now? What now?
everything. We are just fish in an aquarium, and everything is going on around us, and we are kept in the dark. We don't know what's going on outside of the aquarium. We think we do. Like maybe they got a TV on that the fish can watch in the aquarium, but everything that we've known, that we thought we've known, that has been taught to us, it's all bullshit. I'm serious. And I was watching this documentary on Amazon Prime. $24 to rent the thing. I was like, $24? I'm not
That's a conspiracy right there.
right. I'm like, $24?
They saw you coming.
Yeah. Well, I rented it. I'm sorry. It was $19.
So that's better.
Yeah, $19. It was $24 to buy it. I'm so dumb.
Now you can,
I rented it.
Now you can have a beer with that $19 that you spent on that.
So it is about all the aliens, 80 years of what's been going on with aliens, that there really are aliens, and they've been doing whatever they could to suppress that information getting out. And now for some reason it's leaking out, but I don't know why. So I don't even trust it now.
Because they need to make money on a documentary.
You think that's what it is?
$19.99. That's why.
So I'm watching this documentary, and it's got Marco Rubio in it. It's got the guy, I don't know if he's a representative. I think he's a representative.
He's not a senator?
Burchick, I don't know. I don't want to say. He's in that white building there, the Capitol. He's either a senator or a representative. And Anna Luna, whatever her name is, from Florida, she's in it. And so they're in there talking about everything that's been going on with these, UFOs, or they call them unidentified something, UAPs now. And I'm watching this, and I'm thinking to myself, of course this has been going on. And they say it's a national security issue because these things are not only are they here, they're happening here, they're happening in Russia, they're happening in China. And what they're worried about is whoever can reverse engineer this information
is going to be ahead of the game.
Yeah, just like when we got to the atomic bomb first, we were a superpower for whatever, I don't know, 60, 70 years.
No.
No?
Yeah, the Rosenbergs immediately gave the Russians the hydrogen bomb secrets, and then we executed them.
Oh. The hydrogen bomb, not even the atomic one, the big one.
And, of course, all the maniac liberals and progressives and communists, but then again, I repeat myself, said, the United States killed the Rosenbergs needlessly. And then when the Soviet Union collapsed and we got the Verona cables, and it was right
kinda
there
gave
in
everything.
the KGB's records. Yeah, the Rosenbergs were guilty. They did give them the secrets to the atomic bomb and the hydrogen bomb. So Russia got the bomb only a few years after we had it.
Right.
Thanks, spies.
Well, not only that, but and in this documentary, they're talking about how these, I'm going to say UFOs would come over the bases and they would hover right over the silos. And why does she do this? Every time I open a microphone, she's like you now, my daughter. Every time I open a microphone, she calls.
That was my phone. I'm like,
I thought you turned it off.
I did turn it off, but see, my daughter has special, she can get through. Hang on one second.
Invite her in.
maybe it's an alien.
Hello? You there?
Gaming?
Yeah, I'm recording right now. Is it important?
Oh, shit. No, sorry.
That's all right. I'll call you later, all right?
All right, yep.
Love you.
Bye, love you. Bye.
She does. It's like she's like you. As soon as I open a microphone up, she says, she gets in the thing. Let me call Dad. Like Jimmy would open up a microphone and Jimmy would call.
Spider senses tingling.
Is that Jessica?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I was going to say, yeah, we can all hear you.
Yeah, yeah. Can you?
Whole world's here.
Can you hear me now?
But so what they're worried about is Russia and China getting reverse engineering this information
Faster than we are.
than we can, because then they would be able to do whatever they want. But it's a fascinating. I haven't gotten through the whole thing yet.
So what evidence is presented to this, or is it just some guy saying, this is happening?
No, there's video. There's video of it. There's people that are, eyewitness. They eyewitness this stuff, and there's also.
But all the people in the military don't say anything.
No. They. I know. See, I knew you were going to do this.
Well, because I'm a skeptic.
Of course you are. I understand that.
And you believe anything.
Listen,
not
this has been going on since the 50s, right? It's when they first
40s,
came.
47 when this first
yeah.
happened.
Area 51.
Well, no,
And the
they were
sheriff-
talking about Roswell.
Roswell.
Well, that's Area 51.
Yeah, that's it. And the sheriff saw them, and then he told them to shut up, and they took everything away.
Yes.
First, Roswell is where the skunk works are, where the top secret shit gets built
Okay.
forever. And that's why it's like people, there's aliens. No, it's just basically top secret government shit that they developed there, like the SR-71 Blackbird.
Yeah, that thing goes. That's the fastest airplane we have.
Well, they retired it
Okay. It goes
about 20 years ago, I guess now.
4,700 miles an hour. These things that they've caught on radar have been clocked at 40,000 miles an hour. What goes that fast? And then makes a right turn, and then just drops down and hovers.
And no other radar picks this up, like at an airport.
Well, because they don't even use radar in airports anymore. What they use is
magic.
No, they have those transponders, and that's how the airplanes put out a transponder. They don't use radar anymore.
So weather radar, they don't pick it up either.
Apparently not.
They're still using radar.
Yeah, but now they put better radar in the military. The military's upgraded their radar system. They see them all the time. All the time.
Amateur astronomers are not picking this stuff up.
There's people that see these all the time, Deuce. There's people that see these all the time.
Who are these people?
And they, if they come forward, the first thing they do is there's a disinformation campaign that comes out against them. And you know that the CIA, listen, I'm just telling you this right now. The CIA runs this whole government. The president, House of Representatives, senators, they don't mean shit. They don't know shit. They don't even tell the president what's going on with this stuff. They don't even trust the president with this. I don't know. Believe what you want, but I'm sorry. How about, let me ask you this.
Because I always have a problem getting past the fact that you think that the moon landing was a hoax. So.
Absolutely, I do. There's no way we landed on the moon.
Yeah.
None.
Even though India, China, Russia, they all have photographs of the moon with the footprints on the surface. So how was that faked?
Well, it's funny you say that.
Details.
Okay. So you go to the Smithsonian Institute where the spacesuit from Neil Armstrong is sitting there, all right? Mm-hmm. And you look at the shoe print. And then you look at the shoe print on the moon. They're not even the same.
They went to the moon 6 times. They probably changed it over time.
The moon, okay.
There's several different moon landing sites.
The moon landing, the first suit that he wore on the moon is in the Smithsonian Institute. Mm-hmm. The boot that he has on there, the one that he went to the moon on the very first time, the one where they were taking the footprints of, it's not the same footprint as what they took pictures on the moon. How do you explain that?
Well, because they wore 2 different types of uniforms, one that you wore in the capsule and one that you walked on the moon with.
No.
I agree with you. They didn't land when they said they did.
I don't believe they landed at all.
No,
they
eventually did.
All that hardware, they just appeared there.
No, they faked it because they wanted to beat the Russians.
Footprints.
They faked the first landing to beat the Russians, and then they went after
the Russians were there at the same time we were. They just died.
Wonder why.
What's that?
Why did they die?
Well, they died on the fucking launching pad because Russia had a shitty space program.
We can't get
out
of
how many Russian cosmonauts died?
A lot. I know that.
Guess how many?
I don't know.
Over the course of that 10 years and the run up to the moon was over 200.
200?
Yeah, but they have Pravda there. We lost 3 on the launch pad, and the whole world knew about it because we don't hide shit here.
Well,
we let that out.
Yeah.
The Soviet Union covered that shit right up.
So there's a radiation belt between us and the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We can't get there now. But in 1969...
Why can't we get there now?
Why aren't we going now?
Because the interest waned going there. So you have no knowledge of shielding, angles, and the time spent in the Van Allen belt. It's not like they went there and hovered in there. That's what you see in the later. Hey, let's just park here. They passed through it very, very quickly using angles and shielding on the ship.
So in this recycled beer can that they made in 1969,
it wasn't a recycled beer can.
With
it was
a
a capsule.
with the computer capability that was less than what they used for a Texas Instrument calculator in the 70s. They went to the moon, landed, and then walked around, and then blasted off, and then got back and went through it again, and there was no problems.
Yes.
All right. I don't believe it.
And the technology that was developed during the space program is why Texas Instruments was able to build that fucking calculator in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Because they pioneered it.
I get that. I'm not saying that they...
Where did NASA come from? Tell me what you know about NASA.
I know it's in Florida.
Okay.
And it's a aerospace thing.
Okay.
And that they were using it for,
Created by who?
I don't know. Why? Okay, I don't know that. Why?
The government. Created by the government.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay. So where did they get these people from?
Air Force.
No, I would say that they got these people from Germany, wouldn't they?
They got all these people from private industry because private businesses were already pioneering launching rockets and developing aerospace technology so that when they decided when Sputnik happened in 1957 and they had to cobble something together, they went to private industry because the government had nobody. That's where NASA came from.
I'm just telling you. Look, you believe we went to the moon. I believe we didn't. I just don't. I don't see how we went to. No one's been back. China's trying to go there now.
Yeah, they'll get there. I mean, assuming their shit doesn't blow the fuck up.
Well, they're making.
We stopped going after 1972. I think it was the last time we went there, because while the public interest waned, Vietnam was going on. Nixon was trying to get us out of it. No one really gave a shit about it.
It cost billions to do it.
You know, people like
what was
you
the
have a
benefit?
short attention span. Like, they're going to the moon again. Ho hum.
Well, I mean, they just shifted from that to the space shuttle.
Well,
and we were instead of spending billions of dollars to go to the moon, we spent billions of dollars on this plane thing that just circled the Earth and then came back into the Earth again.
Well, they conducted experiments in zero gravity.
Okay,
Yeah,
they
But
did.
you also had Skylab in between. You had
Station.
Apollo Soyuz. That happened in 1975,
You have the International Space
76.
Station. I get it. Yeah, we were still in space, but we never tried to go back to the moon again.
Yeah, we're going to go to Mars now.
I hope.
You know, that's what there's all.
If we can reverse engineer that, whatever the aliens
40,000
have,
mile an hour vehicle.
yeah, we can get there in just a couple
we
of
can
days.
do what we're doing now. We can do it. The only problem is we weren't spending on the entitlement programs in the 60s like we're spending now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to make numbers up just to make a point, and I'm pretty close, but I think 60% of the budget back in the 60s was spent on defense, and only like 7 or 10% was spent on the welfare state. But thanks to Mr. Johnson and his war on poverty, that's not the situation anymore.
I know. My daughter was all upset now because she got her new bill for the Unaffordable Care Act, and it went up like $400. And she's like mad at me because I voted for Trump. I said, don't get mad at me. Obama started this shit. And then when COVID started, then Biden put in these subsidies, and they're sending all this money to these insurance companies. And these insurance companies, they love it, man. They're raising prices. Everything's fantastic. This is amazing. They're making money hand over fist.
Yeah, John McCain is that asshole. He could have crushed it because he was a petty man. You know, he lowered himself to Trump's level and with that thumbs down, and now we're stuck with it.
Well,
ass hat.
I think they got to do something.
I hope he's on fire right now.
Yeah. But, so, I mean, it just seems like I don't believe the government. I don't believe in all this Epstein bullshit. I think this is all. I think they're all they're protecting something.
We ain't going to find anything out because there's nothing to find out.
Nah, there's plenty to find out.
There's
Had
people with big names that don't want to be linked
Right.
to him.
That's
they
right.
were there. They were all there visiting.
And I think the CIA was part of it, and I think Mossad was part of it. And what they did was they got a bunch of people over there, and they wanted to control them. And what's the best way to control them? Have something on them where
Blackmail them, right?
You can blackmail the shit out of them.
I'm not saying there isn't a conspiracy on like how he got his money, because no one seems to know how this guy that really didn't show any aptitude for business became a multimillionaire.
And the guy,
And the guy was a pedophile,
right?
and the guy was trafficking.
Yes.
But they're not going to. I mean, I think that's pretty much the extent of it. Just like smart as a box of Crockett's, named the wrong Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
You know, it's just like there's so many people that are going to be implicated that are probably innocent.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be a witch hunt.
Right.
You know, so I mean, but they're releasing all the files now, and everything seems to be coming back on the Democrats. So,
Well, not only
but
that,
the thing is that the issue is what a lot of people don't realize is they're not big picture kitty people, and like it or not, we're a global power, we're a hegemon, and sometimes you have alliances that might crumble in the dust because you've got a hard on about Jeffrey Epstein.
right.
So you lose an alliance with a country that you need or a superpower that you need. Is it worth 7 or 8 people that were harmed in this, bringing down the possibility of millions getting killed?
No.
I don't care.
No. I listen. I look at it this way.
You have to be a big picture kitty sometimes.
Trump started this when he said, I'll release the Epstein files, and then Dan Bongino and Kash Patel went in there and Pam Bundy, and it seems to me that someone sat them motherfuckers down and said, you ain't releasing shit.
Or maybe they're big picture kitties, and they said,
Maybe.
you know, maybe this thing will like collapse the alliance between us and say Saudi Arabia or maybe Great Britain.
So should we have, let me ask you this. So should we have people deciding what we know about our government? Should we have that? Should that be allowed?
I think so.
You
It's
do.
been like that since the dawn of time.
All right, but then once you have that, then how do you oversee it? How do you make sure they don't go too far? How do you make sure that they don't become tyrants themselves?
I don't think it has anything to do with the tyranny thing. I think it has something to do with public safety. For example, let's say NASA fucks up and they say, hey, there's a major asteroid that's going to slam into the earth in about a week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're going to tell people? Or do you think they're going
No.
to keep that under wraps?
No, they would keep that under wraps.
Why would they keep it under wraps?
Well, because the world would go insane.
Exactly. People would go out killing anybody, and it'd be like plundering and raping and pillaging. It'll be fucking anarchy. And that's why they don't tell people certain things, because some people have a hair trigger.
Like there's aliens, and
Like
they don't
you.
want us to know about it because then it would just tear down everything that we knew about everything.
Well,
Like,
where's the evidence of it? It's like you can't just like say it's a conspiracy without having any supporting facts or evidence.
well, if you have people that might be in the government that are taking and finding this evidence and burying it, then how would you have the evidence?
Well, you're going to referring back to the NASA thing. How many people were involved in the space program
Oh, well,
in the 1960s? Take a guess.
thousands.
How about hundreds of thousands?
Okay, hundreds. Let's go with.
So you're saying that this thing was covered up so well that the 400,000 plus people involved in the space program in the 1960s, the government was able to keep every single one of them quiet?
you don't have to keep it quiet from all of them. You just got to keep it quiet from some of
The
them.
key ones, right?
Yeah, the key ones.
So all the guys that were just hanging around on the launch pads, seeing all this stuff going on, 400,000 people, scientists writing code, being physical hands-on engineers, crafting, recovering these vehicles. They kept all 400,000 of them quiet.
They could have.
The lab rats wouldn't know.
Yeah,
what
the
they'd be
people,
doing.
the lab rats wouldn't know.
You're
I'm not saying that they didn't go to space. I'm sure they went to space. I just don't think they went to the moon. Yeah. I don't think
Despite
they
all
made
the
it.
photographs of the footprints. How did the footprints get there? How did they fake that, Mr. Wizard?
Well, wherever whatever sound stage or movie stage.
Okay, so people that hate this country have satellites orbiting the moon and have snapped photographic evidence of these footprints and the lunar rovers and the landing capsules.
Where are these photos at? Where are the photos of these rovers and shit?
Well, Mr. Google, fucking Google them up.
Okay, how do you know they're
I
authentic?
sent them to you and the Duchess in the. Oh, that's it. That's
what you do to me.
That's the fallback. How
You
do
do the
know
same.
they're authentic?
You do the same thing to me. How would you? How could it? How do you know they're not?
They've got the laser reflective discs that they place there that you can bounce off the satellite. Oh, they could just land those. All right,
I'm
what
not
about
saying it-
what
look,
about the footprints leading up to
They
said
can
solar
send.
disk?
They can send things to the moon. I know they can.
Okay.
I just don't think people went there.
And he imported footprints.
I don't know if there's footprints there or not. You don't know there's footprints. You seen pictures of somebody that said that they were orbiting the moon and they sent footprints back. That's what you saw.
Go see the
Same
movie
thing that I
where they
saw.
did it in the studio.
There is no studio.
There's a sound studio. Steven Spielberg probably did it.
Yeah. When he was 18. I think he was 24 when he filmed Jaws.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying they didn't shoot rockets up there. I didn't say people didn't go into space. I didn't say that they didn't orbit the Earth. Yeah. I know they did that.
That's the old fisheye lens thing. Like, oh well, how come that? Yeah, because they used a fisheye lens when they took the photographs. Maybe if you used a camera, a 35 millimeter camera, and you know how a fisheye lens bends shadows and light. No, it's not. It's bent.
All right, so they're on the moon, okay, and you look at the background, and there's no atmosphere. Everything's black.
Right.
No stars, no constellations, no nothing.
You could do that right now.
Yeah, on a studio sound stage.
You can't do it on a studio. All you have to do is open up the shutter. It's so bright on the moon that they had to use an incredibly fast shutter speeder to film would get overexposed, you dolt. That's why there's no stars.
Okay.
Science.
I good. Listen, thank God they have people like you that believe this stuff. And thank God I'm such a useful idiot that I don't believe any of this stuff. I don't. I watched what just happened with these Epstein files. I watched what they just did with this government shutdown. What
did they do with the government shutdown?
This whole thing where they're lying. The Democrats are lying, saying it's a Republican shutdown. The Republicans are saying
that's
it's a
politics.
I understand that.
That's no science involved or no cover up. That was right in the open.
Then you have the media sitting there saying to the public, the mainstream media saying to the public, oh, by the way, this is the Republican shutdown because
that's political apparatchiks enthralled to the Democrat Party. That's just lying. That's not a cover up.
I'm not saying. What I'm saying is that you have all this, and then you have a swath of the population that believes this because they're the news. Why would they lie? They're the government. Why would they lie? That's NASA. Why would they lie? Why would they lie? I don't know. Why can't anybody just go to Antarctica? Why can't me, you, and Jimmy?
You want to go to Antarctica? Go ahead. I don't want to go to Antarctica.
I'm just saying, why can't we just sit a plane and fly to Antarctica?
You can.
No, we can't.
There's places all over the place in Antarctica.
You can't go to Antarctica?
Sure you can.
No.
If you're a scientist, you're going. First of all, why would you want to go to Antarctica?
I don't. But there's a reason why when you look at all these satellites over the South Pole, there's nothing. Nothing.
It's only on the coasts. That's where everything's at. You know how hard it is to fly a plane through Antarctica? You know how fucking cold it is?
It's as cold as it is in the North Pole. They fly over that all the time.
Yeah, and where's their land in the North Pole at? None. It's all ice.
No,
it's
but what I'm saying is they fly over the North Pole. Like if I'm going from Russia to the United States, the fastest way to go there would be over the North Pole.
Right.
If I'm in Australia and I was going to, I don't know, somewhere on the other side, the fastest way would be to go over the South Pole.
The only closest point of land near Antarctica is South America at the very end of it. Australia is thousands of miles away, farther away from Australia than Finland, Norway, Sweden, Russia, Greenland is from the North Pole.
It stinks. It stinks.
You need a globe.
I'm telling you
right
now.
You have no sense of scale or proportion.
I'm just telling you right now, I don't believe any of it.
As if you want to go to Antarctica.
I don't want to go there. I'm just saying if you wanted to go there, you couldn't. Every country has all these scientific outposts out there in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Why? What's there?
Because you can
ice.
No, you can observe the atmosphere. They can most of it is mostly astronomical work that goes down there because there's no light pollution like there is in North America or Europe.
Mm-hmm. Who built the pyramids?
Well, ancient Egyptians, whoever was there.
Do you think so? With the technology that we have today, we couldn't build a pyramid.
Sure,
not like they did. No.
Sure, we could.
No, we couldn't. We could. There's no way we would be able to build a pyramid like they did.
All you need is a sledge, a fulcrum, a pulley, and rope. And 100,000 people dedicated to build it. They can build one. So what can't they do now that they did back then?
The way that they built those pyramids, the way that they proportioned those pyramids,
And the
with the
perfect angles.
technology that they had.
Oh, so are you going to use how they're aligned with the number of pi? Is that one you're going to like throw at me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here's how pi works. You get 2 fucking sticks and you tie a rope to both ends of it. You stake one in the ground and you draw a circle. And now you got a circumference. Surprise, it's pi, 3.1.4, blah, 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 blah.
Back then, they couldn't even grow corn. They were just learning how to grow corn back there. And all of a sudden, they
Well, you
built
know
these,
why they couldn't grow corn? Because that was in North America. They hadn't gotten here yet.
I'm just saying. Listen, what I'm saying is they lived in grass fucking huts.
No, they didn't.
Back in the ancient Egyptian thing, they lived in like mud huts.
Okay,
meanwhile,
that's far from grass huts.
All right, they lived in mud huts, and meanwhile, they built these giant stone fixtures for no reason whatsoever. Just you know what? We got nothing to do. Let's get 100,000 people. Go 25 miles away, or how many miles away to this granite quarry. Cut out this stuff for what? What and why?
Well, because it's like you want to leave something for posterity. It's something like it's like a religious thing, probably, or because the Pharaoh was a god king, so that's basically how they looked at it. So it was built in honor of Pharaoh.
I'm just and how long did it take? The guy would if the Pharaoh ordered it when he was a baby, he would have been dead by the time it was built.
Well, it took decades. They have evidence that some of the pyramids were built after he was entombed there.
Okay, I'm just saying. There's a lot more questions.
Shall we move on to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, or you don't know about that one?
I have no idea.
Yeah, now see.
Explain to me what the Hanging Gardens of Babylon
It's
are.
one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, and the pyramids are one of them. The Colossus of Rhodes.
All right, humor me. What are the Hanging Gardens of Babylon?
It was in the temple, and they basically had water that was coming into the city and using science. And I don't know what the hydraulic principle is. Joe would know, but they could actually get the water to go up and then drip down on the garden. They had all plants that flourished. It was beautiful.
Okay. All right, I can see that.
But
you
they
know why?
they didn't have that technology then.
No, I could see.
They didn't have pumps then.
Listen,
what the fuck?
I could see that because you're growing plants and plants make food and you want food, so I can see that. I can't see going out and building a big giant pyramid in the middle of sand where there's no resources, no stone. You got to go miles away and then drag them the fuck over there.
It was near the Nile.
Okay.
So that's where that's where a lot of the quarrying came in off the Nile, off barges.
Barges? Some of those things weigh. So how do you float a piece of granite that weighs that much?
50 tons, right?
Yeah. How do you float that?
A shitload of trees. They do it.
Where are the trees? It's in the middle of the fucking desert. Where are these trees coming from? All right, hold on.
Egypt was an emperor. They didn't
go to Africa. Go to Africa. Get a bunch of trees so we can float this.
They didn't need to go to
50
Africa.
50-ton fucking rock
All
down
they needed
here.
to do is go up into the Caucasus.
See, the more we talk about this, the dumber it sounds.
It's closer to go to the eastern part of Europe and Asia Minor than it is to go to Africa. That's where the trade came from.
Okay.
You know where Turkey is?
So then what are these? Yeah, I do know where Turkey
It's right
is.
across from Egypt
I
on
get
the
it.
Mediterranean. Why would you go to fucking Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, to get trees?
All right. The only thing that I can really think why they built these pyramids is because now, if you look under the pyramids, there's some kind of, I don't know, towers that they don't even know what it is. They don't know if it's an energy source or what it is, but it's buried. There's all these towers that are buried under here, and nobody's allowed to go look at them, and nobody's allowed to go see them.
There's towers. Now, this is a new one to me.
There is.
Who says there's towers under there?
Deep into the pyramids. God damn it! Where's my Vera? Now I gotta. Now you made me go get Vera out. Hold on, and I got to do this in the microphone.
Yeah, the bitch that don't know shit about Camaros knows about ancient Egypt.
Oh, we'll find out. Hold on. Hey, Vera, can you tell me what was going on? What did they find under the pyramids that they were like dug towers, and how deep were they? Can you tell me what that's about?
Sure. So there's a lot of intrigue around the underground structures beneath some pyramids, especially in places like Egypt. Over the years, archaeologists have discovered tunnels, chambers, and even what some call hidden voids or cavities. These can go pretty deep, sometimes tens of meters down. What they found varies from pyramid to pyramid, but in some cases, there are shafts that seem to have had ceremonial purposes or might have been linked to the construction process. Some people even speculate about underground chambers that were used for storage or ritual, or they might have even been places that were later repurposed in history. So basically, it's all about these hidden tunnels and chambers underneath, and they can go pretty deep and are still a source of a lot of archaeological curiosity.
All right. What about the theory that they might be some kind of ancient power supply source?
The ancient power source theory. That's definitely one of those really fun and more speculative ideas that people like to toss around.
Speculative.
Basically, some alternative historians or theorists have suggested that maybe the pyramids or the structures beneath them could have been some kind of ancient power generators. The idea is often linked to the concept of the pyramids being more than just tombs or monuments, but possibly having a technological function. Of course, mainstream archaeology doesn't really support this idea. It's more of a fringe theory and not something that has strong evidence behind it. But it's definitely one of those ideas that captures people's imaginations and makes for some fun conversation.
Welcome to the fringe.
Okay.
That was no help for you.
Well, you
That's
didn't
like
even
that
know there
mean-
was. You didn't even know there was. You didn't even know they were there.
I heard about chambers and foundational work. I didn't hear about power towers until you just said it, and she just said it was a fringe theory.
What is she going to tell you? Hold on.
I just want to know who shot JFK.
Lee
Can't
Harvey
even be
Oswald.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No way.
Hey, what are the chances that there is alien life forms? As a physicist and a mathematician, what are the chances that there are alien life forms living on this planet?
Well, stepping into the shoes of a physicist or mathematician here, if we're talking about the odds of alien life existing somewhere in the universe, a lot of scientists would say it's pretty plausible given how vast the universe is. When you crunch numbers with something like the Drake equation, you get a sense that life could be out there somewhere. Now, if you're asking specifically about the chances of alien life already living on Earth, that's definitely more on the speculative side. There's no scientific evidence that we're posting aliens here, as fun as that idea is in science fiction. Statistically, the probability of aliens secretly living on our planet is considered extremely low based on what we know, but it's a neat thought experiment.
Okay.
So much for that.
I'm just saying. What do you think she's going to? What do you, I mean? In other words, do you think
She's in on the cover up, huh?
No, everybody that's covered up. That's why it is a conspiracy.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, a conspiracy is something that actually happened. A conspiracy theory is make believe.
Do you think aliens crashed in Roswell in 1947?
I have no idea, but I would say no.
Okay.
And if they did, how you going to prove? How are you going to like lodge that truth out? By making a documentary?
Well, I wish you would watch it. I wish I could. I'm going to buy it and see if I can send it to you so you can watch it.
What platforms are on?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay. You don't have Amazon Prime?
No, why would I?
You don't have it at all?
No.
Like how when you get stuff delivered to your house from Amazon, how does you just pay the shipping?
Yeah, just wait.
What?
I very seldom use Amazon.
What?
Yeah. See,
You realize who you're talking to?
I have a thing called an automobile, and I get in a car and I drive said automobile to where I need to buy something at.
Okay. There's a lot of things that I can't get in my automobile to go find that they bring to my house like in 2 days.
Or I could get in my automobile and get it in an hour. Why wait 2 days? I'll get it now.
No, there's like that cord that you have that we used to plug in today.
Can't get that at a Target, huh?
I could not find it anywhere. I couldn't find it at Target. I tried to get it at Walmart because I wanted to get it sooner, and I couldn't get it because usually if I'm getting groceries delivered and I was going to get something from Amazon,
probably Guitar World would have it.
Well, maybe. I don't know. But then again, I'm looking all over for it, and then meanwhile, I just go to Amazon. I type in USB-C to USB.
Yeah, I don't
whatever.
get too much stuff ordered.
Wow, I don't know.
I don't get a lot, but my daughter gets a package at least a day. At least one.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not that bad, but I do order a lot of stuff.
I got Netflix. I'm just about ready to get rid of that.
See, that's the other thing that drives me insane is all this TV stuff. Like, in other words, you either get cable or YouTube TV or Hulu TV, and then you got to get Paramount, and then it's a freaking. You're spending so much money for this, and there's nothing on. There's nothing.
I've got
on.
Paramount Plus, Fox Nation, and what was it? Netflix.
I
That's
think
it.
YouTube just put back
ABC
see and
yeah,
ESPN.
Disney and them, they all kissed and made up, and
Yeah.
I think that was like the government shutdown. It hurt both of
I
them.
used to have Disney, but I told them to sod off. I just couldn't with that woke bullshit. I canceled them like 3 years ago. Plus, they were releasing shitty stuff. Like,
yeah, it's not even good. It's not even fun to watch
you
anymore.
know, it's just like they got all woke and shit. Like you could watch the Marvel movies
Uh-huh.
before because Disney bought Marvel, and Marvel Studios was knocking every movie out of the park, and then Disney bought them, and then there was probably you can tell when movies were already in the pipeline before the Disney effect took over. Then Disney took over, and everyone's a faggot. Everyone's woke. And all, it's like,
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm done now. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, a woman's beating the shit out of a man.
yeah. Well, that's every
Right.
Not
I know.
even Marvel. I mean, if you watch Mission Impossible, you got some. It's like my wife is beating the shit out of you. It's like come on, she's 5 foot tall. I mean, they're like, oh, but she's special trained. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not. It's just not happening.
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the same thing with like TV. I have YouTube TV. I have internet. I have Netflix. And I have Paramount Plus. And I also have Amazon Prime because I pay for, because I pay for Amazon Prime because I love having my shit delivered. I also pay for Walmart Plus where I can get my groceries delivered without a fee. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's easy to pay for it.
I got the Diane app for that.
Yeah, I know. Although the other day I had a problem with them. That tied in. I explained this on the Boom Bronco. That tied in with everything. It's because I order it. It comes. I go out to look at it. There's a 30-pound box of kitty litter. I'm like, well, that's not mine.
Well, you're ready for a snowstorm.
So
In case your truck gets stuck.
I got half of my groceries and half of somebody else's. It's like, shit. I didn't get any of my cold food, none of my frozen food. I was like, fuck. So then I go to call and I get an AI and it says, it tells me that it's available to do anything at once. I go, okay, well, it says, what didn't you get? So I say what I didn't get and it takes it off my bill. Fantastic. So then I go, okay, come pick up this stuff that I didn't order. I can do whatever you want. I'm like, well, come schedule someone to pick this up. And instead, again, I go, okay, give me a representative. I can do whatever you want. I'm like, no, you can't. You can't do whatever I want. I just asked you 3 times and you just won't do it. So then they finally give me somebody and they go, oh, good news. It is free. It's our gift to you. Keep it. I'm like, what am I going to do with 30 fucking pounds of kitty litter?
Get ready for a snowstorm or get a cat.
So what did you do with it?
I gave the kitty litter to my ex-wife because they have cats, and I kept the rest of the stuff. I mean, it was like plastic bags, gallon plastic bags and shit. Okay, I'll take them. I don't know if I'll ever. I got enough plastic bags now to do whatever. Oh, Jimmy's got to go to he snuck away like a cat that shit on the rug.
It's like the Irish goodbye. He was here and he was gone.
What happened?
All right, so I guess enough with the. I mean, I just every time I turn around, I look at something. I'm like, it just doesn't. Does it make sense to you? What's going on with all this stuff that's going on in the?
Well, see,
I know
you're a dweller.
Yes, I am a dweller.
You just dwell on shit. That
Yes.
can't be healthy.
Why isn't it healthy?
You're just sitting there dwelling on shit that you can't control, and even if, what does it matter?
All right, so let me ask you this. So they found out yesterday, or I think that they found out that the Somalis have been scamming.
Oh, what a shock! Foreigners to this country scamming the system,
Right, and sending hundreds of millions of dollars back to their country. And guess who gets a cut of that? Some terrorist organization.
Sure.
All right, so that happens.
Why not?
And they're like crying poor mouth that we don't have money for this, we don't have money for that. Meanwhile, there are people just ripping us the fuck off left and right. They closed down USAID. Everybody's losing their fucking mind because the fucking gravy train just dried up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, what? Again, they're taxing the shit out of us to get money to just throw the fuck around.
Yeah.
Like it's theirs. They wouldn't even throw their own money around like that. Meanwhile, we see this shit and we're supposed to say something, and there won't be anybody arrested for this. No one will go to jail.
No.
And that doesn't drive you insane?
Well, no one in the government will, because the government should have had a closer overwatch on it.
Yes.
But as far as like a new set of immigrants coming in and taking advantage of a loophole in the system that finally it got so big that it attracted someone's attention that they had to shut it down. So that tells me that it wasn't an intentional thing by the government.
Here's the thing. A fraud scheme including Feed Our Future alleged to have stolen $300 million from a children's food program during the pandemic. And they sent that money to Somalia. And we're like, oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, that money's gone.
Right? The stolen funds were reported to be sent overseas through an informal money transfer system known as Hawalas, often by receipts of the U.S. welfare benefits. Okay? Once the funds were received in Somalia, Al-Shabaab allegedly received their share or a take of the cut. So they got their money. Many of the defendants in the identified fraud scheme are Somalis or Somali Americans, according to former investigators of the local office. So Trump just lost his fucking mind, and he revoked all these Somali.
Well, it's good that it happened because now it's going to open up the investigation and look at all 50 states and D.C. and what the hell's going on and where this money's going.
You think that someone frauded the government for $300 million and politicians didn't get their cut? You don't think that they're...
We'll find out when an investigation comes in.
No.
We won't find that out.
In a blue state?
No, we won't find that out at all. There's no way they're going to find that.
We'll
they
see.
are so well insulated from this.
Because from what I understand, that's a state program, not federal.
Okay.
They'll let state politicians hang. If I was to subscribe to your conspiracy theory ways, they'll hang someone up in the state before they get someone in the Fed.
Yeah.
Well, they finally put that guy, took him out. What was his name? Mendoza or from New Jersey?
Oh,
Menendez.
Menendez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's, finally.
But he was so crooked forever.
The Democrats turned him in. They're like, whoa. Even the Democrats were like,
They're just like, what the hell?
yeah, he took up where Bob Torricelli left off.
Yeah.
He was the last senator that got
Caught for...
yeah, and naturally from fucking New Jersey. That's why this state
course.
fucking blows.
Trump
And that was where they got Mikey Sherry. She took his spot. She filled this vacancy.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't know that.
whose
Yeah.
spot? Menendez?
Yeah.
No.
No, she was a congressman. Menendez was a senator.
Senator? Oh, who'd they put in his spot then?
Jimmy, you don't you
Let me-
know
let me
who
look
your
it up.
senator?
I know who he was.
Apparently it runs in the family.
You guys confuse your representatives and your senators.
Yes. Trump announced yesterday that he's immediately terminating the temporary protective status designated for Somali nationals living in Minnesota. He cited claims of Somali gang activity, missing of billions and billions of dollars, money laundering in Minnesota. The temporary protective status for Somalis was set to run through March of 2026 under a prior administration. Only a small amount of Somali nationals currently hold temporary protective status. I think there's like 900 of them. There's not a lot compared to how many there are in Minnesota. Like, in other words, this is what I don't get. They stopped school prayer in schools because you couldn't pray. What was that, in the 70s? You couldn't pray.
1963.
Is that when it was?
Yeah, Madeline.
You know what it was? We
What was
went
her
to
name?
Madeline.
O'Hare.
Yep, that's it.
She was found murdered. She was a communist.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Should
like
have.
all communists, they turn on themselves. So when she got done being a useful idiot, they snuffed her out.
Yeah. So anyhow,
That's all part of the Naked Communists, if you ever read that book.
Why would I read that?
Because it might enlighten you.
Okay.
So you won't.
No, I'm reading now. I'm reading books now.
Just do a Google search on the Naked Communists and see what they wanted to do to this country. And so far, they've succeeded.
Yeah, they're still
They're
doing
doing it right now.
Yeah.
They're doing it right now.
Yeah, but when it was read in the congressional record in 1963.
Yeah. And they're teaming up with guess who? The Muslims.
Yeah, the Muslims.
Yep.
They're the ones we got to worry about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody's worried about the Jews in Israel. We don't have to worry about them. We have to worry about the Muslims that are already here.
Yeah, you're New York City mayor now.
Yeah. Here's Trump. Minnesota, under Governor Walz, is a hub of fraudulent money laundered activity. I, as the President of the United States, hereby terminating effective immediately the temporary protective status for Somalis in Minnesota. Somali gangs are terrorizing the people of that great state, and billions of dollars are missing. Send them back to where they came from. It's over. President DJT.
Thank you for your attention in this matter.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Well, how about the big, beautiful bill or the bill that he was tearing apart where they were showing all those millions of dollars going to like gender studies and third world
Yeah,
countries?
Doge.
Yeah, that's when they shut down the USAID. Everybody thought that was USAID. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
This was just a money laundering scheme.
Giving
Well,
money
it
away.
started off with good intents, but then when you get bureaucrats in there, and they're the ones that altered it.
Yeah.
Bureaucrats enthralled to politicians.
The Muslims, though, they already have some states, whole cities, I mean, that they're controlling.
Just one in New Jersey, Patterson. They play the
Yeah, out loud. It's 5 times a day, right?
Yeah.
they play the call to prayer.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what?
God forbid you ring a church bell.
Yeah, one lady showed up at the town hall to complain.
And then what they do? They kill her.
I don't know, probably. Well, that whole town government's all Muslim now. They run it.
Yeah.
So that's just going to keep going. They're going to keep town after town after town.
Well, I don't think so. There's going to be. What did they? The governor of Texas basically said that this one Muslim group, he basically designated them as a terrorist group.
Yeah, they're trying to build a gigantic compound in Texas.
They already did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they
I mean,
already-
but they want to like
Yeah, I
really.
listened to that this morning.
They're trying to do like their own,
And the
like to
gov-
be like an annex, like secede from Texas kind of shit. They're talking like really crazy shit. You know, that's not.
Well,
gonna
our
happen.
government's giving them a place in the Idaho Training Center, a military base.
No,
They're letting them have a.
That's not what happened.
They're letting them have.
No.
Oh, that was Syria. That's a
Syria, right.
airplane.
Yeah, they're
that's
training pilots.
That's a joint training.
Right. They have a section of the military base where they're housing people that they're going to train. It's not what everybody reads the headlines and it says, "Oh, they're building a base over here." No, that's not what happened.
Well, they shouldn't be allowed in there. And then next they're going to go for Montana. You know, they got a foothold in all these states already,
Yes.
except for Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, places like that won't allow it. But little by little, they're going to try.
Well, thank God we have all those AR-15s. Thank God everybody's armed
I got mine.
because there's not that many of them. I mean, yeah, there are, but there's way more of us than there are of them.
Yeah.
So when I don't know, okay, here's one for you. There was a Korean massage, not the massage parlor, happy ending massage parlor. There was a Korean spa, all right, where women went to, and there's sections of this spa where the Korean women were naked. And so a trans woman comes in and they said, no, this is for women only. The trans woman sued the spa.
The dude.
The dude sued the spa. He won. And now men are allowed to go into these women's spaces and be naked with women. And we're allowing this. And this is what's happening in the state of New Jersey. And this will continue to happen in the state of New Jersey under Mikey Shirley because she's all in on this shit. The same thing when they just passed a thing now, or they're trying to pass a thing now for homeschooling. If you took your kid out of public school because you don't want them being taught DEI and
Transgendered,
all
right,
that
yeah.
shit, now they're saying you have to put that in your curriculum.
At home.
They just
At home.
tried that to pass a similar measure in Idaho or Iowa, and it went down in flames because the people were like, hey, that's not what we want. So,
Well, do you think that's going to happen in New Jersey?
well, you can hope if you get enough pressure, if it's up to the parents to, get on the phone and like rail against their representatives,
Yeah.
because that's what they did in whatever. I think it was. I heard it on Shapiro. It was either Iowa or Idaho, and it was a similar thing that exactly what New Jersey's trying to do now, and it went down. They just said, "Yeah, we're not going to do that," because they all want to stay in power, so they get voted out. Because that's what happened in Loudoun County 4 years ago. That's how Youngkin wound up winning that state.
Because
the dude that was raped the girl in the ladies' room because he wore a skirt that day, and then they covered it up, treated the father like he was a piece of shit, and then they shipped the kid that caused the crime to another school, and then he did it again.
Right.
And that's why Virginia went red last election.
And then they went right back to blue.
Well, people have short memories.
Yeah. So then the same shit will happen.
I mean, I'm sure they changed
Well, you
the
can't
law
even
since
trust
then.
the election either.
No, New Jersey, we had 300,000 more votes for Mikey Shirley than Phil Murphy had in the last election. Jack
And
Chitterelli.
they had mail-in ballots then.
What's it when?
4 years ago.
They have mail-in ballots now, don't
Yeah,
they?
but it was really because we were still in COVID shutdown mode.
So
then.
you would think there would be less votes now than there was before.
Exactly. That's my point.
Right. Oh. I see
4
what you're
years
saying.
ago, we were really in the thrall of COVID, and we had more
Mail-in
drop
ballots.
off. But that's what I'm saying.
And now all of a sudden we don't have as many mail-in ballots. And now she got 300,000 more votes than Murphy got before. And Jack Chitterelli got more votes this election than he got the last election. And he almost beat Murphy last time.
It wasn't close this time, but last time it was, very close.
But, all of a sudden 300,000. And all the 300,000 extra votes, all Democrat. No big deal.
yeah.
What do we know?
Nothing here to see here.
Right. God forbid. God forbid anybody does, and you think anybody will look into that? No. And if you say anything, you're an election denier. We're not even measuring anymore.
Oh, I'm just having it on the rocks.
Oh, well,
I'm
look,
just having a rye on the rocks.
a rye on the rocks. Okay.
With residual old-fashioned juice in there. I'm like, you don't drink stuff. You don't drink things neat or...
No.
So if there's no ice, it's neat.
Yes.
That's
No, I couldn't. Well, I mean, shots.
Ice cube is on the rocks.
I drank shots, but I don't just put it in a glass and sip it.
Well, it's a double shot or a tumbler full of death.
Right. 2 fingers. That's right. See? 2 fingers. 2 fingers of rye on the rocks. I don't know whether
I'm a rye guy.
I don't know whether it's the fact that I haven't drank in a while or I just took that Manjaro shot or whatever, but I'm already flying. Like I'm already loopy.
1.5 and Johnny's drunk. Feeling
Well,
good
that's
pain.
his second one, and I make doubles.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's 4 drinks he's got.
Yeah, but
That's drink 3 and 4 over there.
yeah, I'm still having problems with this one here. I mean, I'm the nurse in this motherfucker over here.
Want a nipple? You big pussy.
Yes, I do. I need a nipple. Yeah.
Did
I
you
don't know.
say
if-
you wanted to talk about guns or something?
Off the air.
Oh,
Oh.
why do you need to talk about it off the air? Well, okay. It's not anything illegal. You're not going to try to manufacture a
Get
gun.
involved in arms smuggling, are you?
Why not? Everybody else is doing it.
Because I had heard during the Boomer bunker that you wanted to talk about guns or something.
I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get his carry permit.
Oh, okay.
Is what he's trying to do. And then he had questions for you on how to do that. But for
How to
some
go
reason,
about doing it? Well, fortunately, I just happened to be packing today. So.
Jesus.
Allie told me.
Right. Aaron says, listening to you guys is making him want to drink. I don't know why.
That's nice and empty, as you can see.
Right.
And what is that?
That's Mr. 45.
Oh, that's 45.
Yeah, they all fall to hardball.
It's not the 380 anymore.
Like the 380 is my summer wear. Mr. 45 doesn't really conceal well under a T-shirt.
So what's the story in New Jersey now? So here's what I remember. This is what I remember. New Jersey had the strictest gun laws. You couldn't get a permit to carry, concealed carry, or anything like that. Then all of a sudden, somebody sued the state of New Jersey.
It was the Supreme Court case, the New York case in versus whoever went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, "Yeah, you can't deny that right to
Carry.
a concealed carry." And once that happened, every state in the country, the last 5 asshole states that wouldn't allow it, when New York fell and the Supreme Court gave that, New Jersey had to issue them.
All right. So now, but why, if it's my God-given right or under the Bill of Rights, I'm allowed to carry a gun, why do I have to get a permit from the state of New Jersey to do this?
Because it's a way to make money.
Oh, I understand that part.
Some states have constitutional carry, where as long as you're not a criminal, you can carry. There's no permit required. There's very few states that do that now, but it's a thing. There's more of them now. Also, you should always have a couple of extra magazines in case you have to.
Right.
So
Very nice.
because that gun will only hold 7+1,
Right.
so you have to have a couple of extra magazines.
Because Jimmy now feels like he needs to get a concealed carry permit.
I got one for Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, see, now you got to do it on
Because
both sides.
once you get one in Jersey, you can go to Media PA and you get yourself a permit for Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yeah, my buddy just did it.
Aaron says there's nothing wrong with manufacturing guns. It's your right as an American citizen. 26 states have concealed carry right now. 26.
No,
We're
they
not
all
one
do
of them.
now. It just depends on how. You mean? Does he mean constitutional carry or concealed?
I don't know. He just said 26 states are constitutional carry.
Constitutional carry.
Whoop, 29. He changed. It changed. It says 29 states have constitutional.
Jersey, that hasn't happened yet, and it never will as long as the
Right.
communist Democrats. But then I repeat myself, are in the driver's seat.
don't get me wrong. I mean, I think it would be nice to be able to have a gun like that but I just feel that you could get in trouble with it.
Me?
No,
Some
him.
people.
Him. I'm worried about him. Because I don't know.
Well, let me tell you something about New Jersey, as long as we're on the topic. Just because you have a gun, you can't just go willy-nilly shooting people, because you have to have a justifiable fear that you think that your life is in danger. So if you get in an altercation in a parking lot, and a guy is coming at you, and he's going to put a beating on you, it may or may not mean you can just shoot the guy. You might have to take an ass kicking. Unless it gets to that point, like.
Well, why do I have a gun if I have to take an ass kick?
Because this is New Jersey. Now, if the guy's coming at you with a knife or
Tire
a
iron
crowbar, now
you
that's
can
a
shoot him.
completely different paradigm. You can't go. That's any state. You can't brandish it. Just flashing the gun at somebody, you can get arrested for that. That's brandishing. You can't do that.
See?
I know.
You still want to get one?
Yeah.
That you can't do. You can't.
In the class, they tell you all about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing is
I know. I
can't-
know all
you-
about the class.
You can't carry in any place that serves alcohol, even if you're not drinking, which I think is bullshit.
yeah.
Okay.
One thing I think is bullshit also in New Jersey is they created OSHA for rapists and criminals because you're not allowed to carry a gun in a park or a playground. And so if you're like a woman, like say the Duchess, for example,
Right.
she decides that she's going to
go on a hike.
and everything, and there's a rapist in there.
She can't have a gun because
Right.
it's
So they created a safe working environment for rapists. So that's kind of fucked up.
yeah.
Some of it makes sense. Like obviously schools, post office, banks, they're all government buildings. You can't carry in there.
Duchess says, "Can you imagine Jimmy at the pretzel stand with a gun?" You sold me stale pretzels. What?
Also, a thing that you're not allowed to do.
Oops, sorry. I made I miss. I hit the wrong button. I know. I want fresh pretzels. You little bastard.
Well, he used restraint. It was just one shot.
It's a warning.
That's just a warning shot. Get those pretzels out of here pronto.
Dance, kid, dance.
The other thing in New Jersey is, and this is a fun fact, in most states, you can carry the gun outside of the obvious, like not in a bank, not in a school, not in a medical facility. Okay, that makes sense.
Why?
But if you, what's that? Well, it's a government building. You can't go and look at New Jersey. You can't. Some states you can. So, and it kind of like, you don't necessarily, if you're just going to the bank, yeah, okay, the bank might get held up, but the chances are pretty rare. No one generally sticks up banks. You'll get more money out of the gas station, and you won't go to federal prison for that, because that's not a federal crime to stick up Haji. But if you go into a deli or any store, unless they specifically have it posted on the outside of the door that you're allowed to carry a gun in there, you are not allowed to carry a gun in there in the state of New Jersey.
So, okay.
You got to take it off constantly. That's messed up.
So you leave here and you're going somewhere. I don't know. You're going to go stop and get
Go
something.
to the Target.
Go to the Target.
Right.
You got to take the gun out of your, and put it in your glove box and lock your glove box. Is that how
according to the law, yeah. But you're also carrying concealed, so as long as you don't
pull it out.
Right. As long as no one knows that you're...
It's kind of like...
but now let's say some shit breaks out and you had to pull the gun out.
Now you're in trouble?
Possibly.
So now you're possibly in trouble.
Right.
If you use the gun.
Yeah. Generally, gun owners are more law-abiding than anybody.
Sure.
And it's a double-edged sword because they're the ones that'll get penalized.
Right.
For following the law. Criminals don't follow the law.
No.
Hell, they'll get a year time served, and then they'll just get probation, and they'll be voting next year in the next election to vote for whatever Democrat they want to.
Stricter gun laws, so that
But these are New Jersey laws, like I'm saying. New Jersey, as we all know, is fucked up. I can't wait to get out of this fucking hellhole.
Really?
I hate it here.
You know what? I understand why you hate it here.
Well, they put me out of business for one thing. I didn't do anything fucking wrong. They just decided to fucking put me out of business.
Right. And then the other thing is that they're constantly raising taxes and they're starting the shit with the schools. The politics is horrible.
The taxes are outrageous.
Yeah.
Car insurance, real estate taxes, everything.
I'm paying $12,000 a year in taxes.
Right.
And the further north you go, the higher it goes.
It's insane.
So if I was like, I'm just going to take a wild stab in the dark, but like if you picked my house up and dropped it off in Duchess's territory,
right,
my 12,000 is probably now 15 to 20.
That's crazy.
The further north you go, the higher the taxes
I'd
you
go
get.
up to Princeton.
Oh yeah,
2025.
Although there's Camden County, you got like Haddonfield, Haddon Heights. I mean, those houses are already like $25,000. 25 to 40K.
Yeah, and they're like 150 years old, 200 years old, some of those houses there. You don't see any new houses being built in Haddonfield. It's all old shit.
Yeah, it's all fully developed. Yeah.
Right.
But it's just what they get for them up there.
Bob says that taxes and insurance is rising everywhere. Jersey isn't alone. I guess so. But not as much.
Well, Jersey's burden is we're funding the failing school system on the back of the taxpayers.
Right.
And there was an article in the Wall Street Journal, well, it's years ago now. And just to use a number, let's say there's 2,000 kids. Every state in the country will build 3 schools to educate those 2,000 kids. New Jersey will build 5. So now you got 3 more schools with school buses, 3 more schools of faculty,
principals,
superintendents,
school buses, computers, the supplies, heating the goddamn schools, air conditioning the goddamn schools, and that's why we're going broke here. Well, and then because you have 2/3 more teachers, that's 2/3 more state employees that are being pensioned and benefited out, and you got to pay for that. So.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest scams that's going on in New Jersey is every town. Every town has its own police department. Every town has its own mayor. Every town has its own township. So in other words, instead of going countywide police, you'd end up with more cops on the street.
Well, that's the teachers union and the police union that put an end to that because I think there's 20. I live in Camden County. There's 21 towns in Camden County. So that's 21 chiefs of police. So you go countywide, now you got 20 chiefs of police that are unemployed. Yeah. And then how many captains are there and how many lieutenants are there? So it's like that was the union that did away with that.
So the scam we had.
When I was involved, just real fast to add on with the school districts, when I was involved in politics, New Jersey had 611 school districts. We had the most school districts than any other fucking state. Bigger than more than California, more than Texas, more than New York State. How is that fucking possible?
We have 9 million people here.
Because the teachers union like bamboozle people that if we have smaller classes, all the kids will get individual attention, and then you taught the teachers. And I have friends and family that are teachers, and we have this discussion all the time. And, well, New Jersey leads the nation in the highest grades, whatever. I said, yeah, and the nation is 19th in the fucking world. So where the fuck are we at?
So it brought up a jogged a memory of mine. So my father hated teachers. And one of his best friends growing up with, who was, he grew up with, it was a teacher. And so my father hated, he's like, hey, they work 180 days a year and they get all of his snows, they get off. So then he decides to go back to school. He gets a college degree and a teaching certificate. And now he's teaching automotive repair in a vocational school in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. I never seen somebody do a 180 on teachers in my entire life. I was like, oh, yeah, you only work 180. Oh, you don't understand. I'm like, oh, no.
St. Thomas Aquinas, defender of the faith.
I was like, God, you get if it snows, you get off. If you this and that, you only work till 3 o'clock.
Election day.
I'm not going to do podcasts, Matt, so I'm going to rely on a calculator.
There you go.
So it's like, okay. So there's 180 school days in a year.
Right.
But I know the teachers do that teachers in service scam where they go to Atlantic City and they go drinking and whoring and fucking each other's brains out, because I know teachers and they told me that's exactly what goes on there.
Yeah, because it's in November. It's the first week in November.
What a scam. It says, okay, they're supposed to be doing like class
Learning
teaching and everything. Why isn't it in Princeton or Trenton? Why is it in fucking Atlantic City?
Well, forget about that. They're off from the middle of June until September.
So
they can't have a goddamn conference then?
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say the teachers work 186 days a year.
Okay.
So now let's use any person that has a normal Monday through Friday job, which excludes me, of course, because I always have horrifically bad jobs of fucking horrifically bad hours. All right. So we'll use my wife, Diane, for example. 365 days in a year.
Okay.
All right. Diane has 104 off. That's called Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Right? That brings you to 261.
Okay.
Diane got 25 days vacation. So that's 236 days.
Okay.
15 federal holidays.
And they had at the time, maybe they have more now, Diane had 12 holidays off. So my wife worked 224 days a year, and fucking teachers worked 186. They had 38 days off, all during the summer and all during fucking prime time. Jewish holidays, depending on the school district you're in.
That's true.
So they might even have worked even less, and they made more money than my wife. Well, teacher at full salary will make more than my wife did. And then they cling to this delusional misguided philosophy that they're underpaid. Forget the fact, and that's not even going into the benefits package that these fucking people got. They used to get medical benefits for them and their spouse forever. It's like SpongeBob and Squidward on strike. Forever. It was just like, it was like the loaves and the fishes. It fucking never ended.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why the fucking states broke.
Right.
Well, they changed that now, I believe.
Well, Chris Christie, before his head blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Maybe I told this story in the podcast before, when Christie ran the first time, when he made a lot of fucking sense, and they said they have to address this pension system. So it was the hot topic. I had to have my income taxes done, so I went to my accountant's office, and he came out and said, hey, I'm really, really sorry, but I'm running late. Can you come back in 2 hours? I should be done. I said, yeah, that's no problem. I'll come back. So I came back. He knocked out my taxes. He said, I really feel bad about this. I'm going to go to the diner. You want to join me? I said, yeah, okay. So we went to the Whitman Diner, where I think that's where you met Jerry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we went to that diner, right? So we're sitting there and we're chit-chatting, and he's talking about this at that time with Chris Christie and the teachers union and the state pension employees and all that bullshit. Well, Murphy's Law, right across the aisle from us, there's a pair of teachers.
Oh, no.
Right. And they turn around. We're just talking, and they say, well, I'll have you know that we do contribute to our pensions. And my accountant, cool as a fan, is like, Well, I don't remember inviting you into this conversation, but now that you're here, let me retort. Just like Jules in Pulp Fiction. He said, yes, it's true. You do contribute to your pension. But after $90,000, your contribution ends, and the rest of it is picked up by me. Now, you're going to work 25 years, and you're going to go on your pension. The average person spends $45,000 a year on pension. So within 2 years, you've exhausted your contribution, and the rest is on me. I don't think you have a horse in this game. And they shut the fuck up, just like Chris Rock said.
Okay. Now, hold on a second. Now,
That was before it all changed.
All right, so I'm going to use the elevator pension as a okay. So the elevator pension, you pay into the pension, but they also take that pension and invest it, and they've done very well in investing. So, yes,
And they don't borrow from it.
right, and they don't borrow from it, and they don't do it. So, yes, what you say, the teachers are paying into it, but if they take that money and they invest it and stuff like that, it does.
It is invested. You're right.
Okay.
The point is, they only put $95,000 fucking dollars in, and that's it.
Over 25 years.
And with over a 25 years, now divide that out. That's like $3,000 fucking dollars a year. Sign me up. Everyone in this fucking state would love that fucking plan.
Oh, yeah.
But we can't get it because we're not on the taxpayers' teat.
You know how I said this the other day. I've been saying this for years. The way to fix the healthcare system in this country is that the all of Congress and all of the government has to go on the. They have to get the same.
Should be on the same plan.
Same plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
They should be on the same plan. Then you'll see that fucking plan. We'll have the Cadillac of fucking health insurance.
Anything that Congress should not have anything above and beyond the electorate, because that's where they're supposed to come from. And just because you got elected to the electorate does not, in my opinion, entitle you to something above and beyond what the common man has. That's just not right.
So when Jasmine Crockett,
Smart as a box of Crockett's.
smart as a box of Crockett's,
With that drifting right eye. You do notice that about
Yes.
her, right? That's why she wears the ghetto eyelashes that are like 1.5 inches long and those giant glasses. That's because that's the takeaway from the fact that her right eye like drifts off. So when you like talk to her, you got to choose an eye and stick with it because you don't know which one.
she's got that lazy eye going.
Yeah.
When she cries, tears roll down her back. So she has 18 people. She has a staff. She has a staff of 18 crackerjack people.
Yeah, and who's paying for that?
Jackass. Jackass is paying for that.
Jackass always takes it up the ass.
So I'm sitting there and thinking, and I guess I saw him. He's on TikTok and YouTube. He's I forget what they call him, but he's a conservative guy. He's got a beard, and he said, "I got 5 ways to fix the government." And he says, you get 3 terms. 3 terms, then you're out. Okay, and then also you, as a congressperson, you get the medium salary of your state. You want to get more money? You have to make sure that everybody in your state
He's making more money.
Mm-hmm. That's number 2. And he had a couple other things that were going on. Now, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go back to that whole documentary I was talking about with the space aliens and all that other bullshit. The issue we have with this government is, say you put in term limits, or even just the president. The president he's there for 8 years at the most.
2 terms, right?
Right.
Whatever it be.
And then if they bring in a guy for the Department of Defense, they bring in their own guy. He's in there for 8 years. So in the defense system, every 8 years, the head of the Department of Defense, he gets turned over. So now you have all these other people that have been working in government and working in defense and working there for 30 years.
It's the bureaucrats that are the issue.
Yeah. They don't tell these guys nothing. They're not going to tell them anything. Fuck them. They're only going to be here. They're short timers. All right. They're not going to tell them that. They're not going to tell the president. They're not going to tell people in Congress, because if they can get away with this. All right. They know everything. You know nothing. They won't tell the president everything. And they say, oh, the reason we don't tell you is so you have what's that called?
Plausible
deniability, right? That's bullshit.
Compartmentalization.
Right. Yeah. They don't tell them, because if they told them, the president would be like, what the fuck? What do you mean you're doing this? What do you mean you have this going on? What do you mean you've taken trillions of dollars and built an underground tunnel system with cities underground. So when all this shit goes down, you motherfuckers go underground, and the rest of us are up here fighting each other over a fucking squirrel in the park for food.
New Jersey's so bad. Not that you would, but if you ever decided to pick up a book, there's a great book out there called The Soprano State.
Okay.
And it was written by two reporters, one from the Courier Post and one from the Newark Star Ledger. And they document all the corruption in this state that goes on. Like, be a bridge commissioner. It's the greatest scam going on. All you got to do is be a bridge commissioner in this state, I think, for 2 years, maybe 3 years. You got a New Jersey pension. It's there waiting for you.
Yeah.
And there's like every town in this state has a bridge commission. If there's a bridge in your fucking town, there's a bridge commissioner for it.
Now, I know you say if you pick up a book, but what I do is I listen to a lot of podcasts, and there's a lot of this one podcast that is it was out of New York City, and it was talking about the New Jersey political crime family run by John Norcross.
Mm-hmm.
John Norcross, he has two brothers. One of his brothers is a senator.
George Norcross.
George is
Donald Norcross is my assemblyman.
All right, so Donald's your assemblyman. George Norcross is a House of Representatives guy.
I think he's the ringleader now, but he's a congressman. House of Representatives.
The ringleader's John. John's off.
Oh,
he's off the grid. You don't even know anything about him.
He's he's old now. He's like up there.
Yeah, but he's still the ringleader.
Oh yeah.
Who's the one in charge of Cooper Hospital? Him?
John. No.
George.
I think that's George.
One of the brothers is a lawyer.
Yeah, every politician in South Jersey is bought and paid for in the Democratic Party. You go nowhere without the blessing
of Norcross.
Of Pope Norcross.
Right. When the gay governor of New Jersey, McGreevey, when they found out that
the gay American,
when they found out what he was doing and he had to resign, the people in the room were Corzine, who was going to take his place, the McGreevey.
Well, he had to run for it. Corzine was senator.
Right. And who did they put in place of
acting governor Rich Cody? Because New Jersey didn't have a lieutenant governor yet. That was a big scandal. We got our first lieutenant governor when Corzine became governor.
Okay.
So it was acting governor Rich Cody or Dick Cody.
What was he like, the head of
the three people that were in the room when this was all going down? John Norcross, Corzine, and McGreevey. Nobody else. And Norcross said, guess what? You're stepping down. McGreevey didn't want to step down. He thought he could get through this, and he probably would have got through it.
Mm-hmm.
So now they find all this shit that's going on with John Norcross. They bring an indictment on him. They have
McGreevey.
No, John Norcross.
No, you said they found all this stuff on Norcross. You mean they found all this stuff on McGreevey?
I'm sorry. I'm moving on.
Right. Okay.
They found a bunch of stuff, and they're going to bring John Norcross up on charges. They have a press conference. The Attorney General of New Jersey comes in to do this press conference. As he's getting ready to do the press conference, John Norcross walks in, sits right in the front row, and stares at this guy while he's giving the press conference about what they're going to do to him.
Mm-hmm.
3-4 months later, the case is dropped. Oops. Oopsie.
Yeah.
Oopsie. That motherfucker walked right in like a fucking mob boss, sat in the fucking front row, and sat there and stared at that guy while he was giving the press conference. That's fucking balls. You got to have fucking steel balls to go do that.
Fucking McGreevey, man. That guy has.
What did McGreevey do wrong other than being gay?
He was corrupt.
He had
his Department of Homeland Security head was a Israeli national named Golan Sipple, and he did not have any clearance in this country.
Not only that,
and he was trying to give this guy this clearance to be the Department of Homeland State of Homeland Security. So McGreevey used to refuse his state police guard so he could go run through the park that's next to the governor's mansion, Drumthwacket in New Jersey, and he would meet Golan Zippel, presumably to suck him off, and then come back, and then
that's the one. That's the one on the beach, right?
Well, that's who he fell off the sand dune with. That's a whole nother issue.
Broke his leg.
Yeah. And they had to fly his wife in immediately. I in the club that I belonged to, there was a state trooper, and I knew that he was a
Finook.
Yeah, I knew about that when that all happened is because they had to like helicopter that broad down there. You know, after all this was said and done, no one cared that he was a cocksucker.
No.
We just didn't like it because he was corrupt.
Right.
You know, but that was the issue. He must have like no shame because like afterwards he wrote a book
Yep.
about, and he detailed. Now he's the head of law enforcement in the state of New Jersey. He is the governor, and he was writing how he was cruising in truck stops, you know, cruising for cock, basically in the middle of the night while he was governor of this state. You know, I think that was the title of the book, Cruising for Cock, as a matter of fact. Then he became an Episcopalian pastor or something like that. Afterwards, oh, we're all good now. I'm an Episcopalian. You know,
All of a sudden, there's a knock on your window.
yeah.
You want your dick sucked? Aren't you the governor?
Aren't you the governor?
Yeah.
That's what you call an executive blowjob.
I'm not really gay, but not every day you get the governor to suck your dick.
Yeah, and he was married before to his first wife.
Yeah.
He had 2 children. I think they were both daughters. I'm not certain.
Okay.
He had
Two
two
kids, yeah,
two
you're right.
children with his first wife, and he put. Have you no shame? Because by the time this book came out, these girls were probably like in their late teens, early 20s. They, you know, like, hey, isn't that your dad? I mean, don't you have any shame? Like, you know, everyone wants to be. I'm not sure about this aspect, but I know he went on a book tour.
What's his name?
Jim McGreevy. I think he appeared on like Oprah or some like a show like that, like on his book tour. You know, it was the guy had no shame. It was terrible.
Hang on.
We knew it because our cousin is married to a trooper, and
Yeah.
his
And they're
brother,
part of the detail.
His brother got to be on
How
the
about getting
detail.
near that microphone there, champ?
I said, we knew about
You
this.
can actually pull the microphone to you. You realize that? Okay.
So we knew about it,
Hold on. Let me. Hey, Vera,
but he was corrupt. That's
what's
it.
going on with the former governor of New Jersey, Jim McGreevy? What's he doing now?
Jim McGreevy is sucking cock. Allegedly.
Well, let's keep it a bit more on the factual side. So, Jim McGreevy, the former governor of New Jersey, has actually been involved in a lot of rehabilitation and reentry programs for formerly
bet.
incarcerated people. He's been working with nonprofits and really focusing on second chances and helping people rebuild their lives. So, that's what he's been up to in recent years.
Okay. Is he married to a guy now?
So right now, Jim McGreevy isn't currently married to anyone. He was previously married and had a relationship with a partner named Mark O'Donnell for a while. But as of the last info out there, he mentioned he's not currently in a relationship.
Okay, thank you.
What's the name of his book? Ask her.
Cruising for cock.
No way.
What's the name of Jim McGreevy's book?
Jim McGreevy wrote a memoir called The Confession. It came out back in 2006, and in it, he talks pretty openly about his life, his time in politics, and a lot of personal revelations. So that's the book he's known for.
His second wife was hot.
So his book was not known Cruising for Cock.
Oh, that's what I heard. That would fly off the shelves.
Cruising for Cock.
I'm interested in buying this book, but I just can't bring it up there with a title like that. Maybe I'll get it from Amazon.
Let me ask you this.
This
I'm a big fan of you see
Cruising for cock.
Cruising for Cock. Hold on, I'm changing the subject. Don't get excited. So I'm a big fan of using AI. I know none of you probably use it at all. Do you use it whatsoever?
No,
Not at all.
No interest.
Jimmy has no idea. Hey, Google, how do I work my phone? My iPhone don't work. You know, Jimmy, I'll be honest with you. If you actually downloaded the ChatGPT and even used the free version, instead of calling me up and trying to ask, you can ask her. Because I bought for some reason I decided, let me try buying a PC because I haven't used a PC in a while. And I swear to God, it's like learning a whole nother language. So I had her on the desk and I just had her on and I'm just asking her how to do this, how to do that. And she's telling me, and I'm just following right along and doing it. So the thing about artificial intelligence is it does help a lot. with certain things, especially with the podcast with me. Like, in other words, I'll see a story, I'll throw the story in there, and I'll say, please summarize this story and give me other facts that aren't in the story related to this topic. And it spits it out. And then you could take it and, chop it up or do whatever you want with it and use it. And then also I'll say, here's the 5 topics we're talking about. Do me a favor, write me a tease for this upcoming episode. And it'll write it for me, writes the show notes for me. Does a lot. So it's great if it's something that you can control, but I can't stand it when I have to call somebody and I get a fucking AI bot that I have to talk to.
Kind of ironic, isn't it?
It is a little bit, yeah. So in other words, yeah, but then again, it's for some uses it's great. Other uses, not so much.
Mike just put a phone system in like that.
That
He doesn't answer the phone anymore.
it answers
For
its
Mike
phone.
Senior, press 1. For Mike Junior, press 2
Oh,
to make an appointment. But he couldn't figure it out. I think he's got it working now.
you couldn't.
He was over his head.
Hey, excuse me. Can you explain how you actually work, please? Go ahead, Jimmy. Go to the bathroom.
Irish goodbye.
Irish goodbye. Jimmy's bladder's actually smaller than mine. He's been to the bathroom twice.
It's a platter of a hummingbird.
Oh. Now I just find
I do know when
a ton of uses it.
when I retire, and I have to put my 401k into an IRA, and I get to pick and choose. I know I'm going to, even though I don't like AI and I'm not going to use it, I am going to put my money in AI because
I don't know, man.
I just know that's where it's going to go, and
See,
that's where the money's going to be.
I got to be honest with you. I think that AI right now is where the internet was in the
90s.
In the 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah, it went
gonna,
crazy.
It's going to blow up.
And then it's going to burst.
Well, it's going to burst, hopefully, before I retire, and then the dust will settle. Then
And
it
then
all
you can
comes
come in.
back.
Yeah,
it all
it'll come
comes
back.
Yeah,
But-
like Lassie.
It's like last.
It all
It'll come
comes back.
Yeah, I'm worried about it right now because I think that this AI bubble, it's like I said the other day, it's like, the Three Stooges. Mo, Larry, and Curl are standing there, and Mo says to Larry, hey, you owe me $10. He goes, oh, that's right. He gives him $10. And then
It
Curly
goes down
says,
the line.
Curly says, hey, you owe me $10. He goes, that's right. He gives him $10. And then Larry goes to Curly, hey, you owe me $10. And then Larry and Curly goes to Larry, oh, that's right, and gives Larry the $10 back. Yeah, everybody's paid off, but it was just the same $10 that went around.
Yeah.
So now I know there's a use for it, but it's not the end all cure all for everything.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion because I just had 3 weeks off from work. In October it was great, and so I've been doing like a lot of reading, a lot of watching of videos about what to do when you retire and where to put your money. And I think with Robert Kennedy Jr. being up there, I think the bloom will be off the rose on the pharmaceuticals somewhat, but something's got to take that place because that was the sure thing. Always put your money in the pharmaceuticals, and it will always be there. But I think with everything that he's doing, which I agree with, I think that's going to drive down the profits a little bit in pharmaceuticals. So I think I think AI is the way to split the baby.
I just got American Water, New Jersey American Water. Everybody needs water, and guess what? More and more cities,
Yeah, you
towns
can't.
start buying it because the wells don't supply us anymore.
The worst water in New Jersey is in this town, West
Is
Stafford.
that from all those batteries that they buried?
Now, there's a company that's out there that makes, I don't know what they make, but whatever they did, they had runoff that was going into the
Wells.
into the
river.
wells, and it contaminated the wells. Plus, we also had a fucking train derailment
In
that-
Paulsboro,
in
yeah.
Paulsboro that went into the water, and that got into
Spilled
the
shit.
that got into the wells and everything.
It
So
was supposedly, I thought it was the same thing as Aaron Brockovich's movie was.
probably.
But whatever. There's a thing come up. There's a meeting. They're going to want to spend $1.2 million in West Effort for well 4 to put a filter to take all the forever chemicals out. I just read it.
Does it work?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
there's going to be a meeting over here about it.
For the simple reason is I don't think that they don't have a filter yet that can get all those forever chemicals out.
No.
So they were kind of
Some.
It's the only thing we really need. Like, not that we need food,
But it's better than nothing.
air, and
No, but
water.
Water's a necessity.
Yeah. But they fucked everything up.
Yep.
And
God
now we're
rest
screwed.
his soul. Tony
That's-
told me this. The next war would be fought over clean drinking water.
Yep. That's the truth. That's why you see back there that I have all these water
Bourbon
bottles. here.
bottles.
Yeah. Because that's what I have to drink. I have to pay $75 a month for drinking water.
Well, as long as you got bourbon, who needs water?
Right now, I've had too much bourbon. Whew.
Blasphemy.
I'm just about coming down now. For a while there, everything was blurry.
John was in orbit.
But the problem is that the forever chemicals, they can get them out, but I don't think it's 100%.
I like these microplastics they talk
Microplastics.
about that
Yeah.
they're like, they're in there forever. You can't get them out of your bodies.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like-
they're in your prostate right now.
Oh, is
I've been
that why you've been running to the bathroom every 5 minutes?
Yeah. Well, I've been on a supplement for it, and they called me the other day to see how I was doing. I said, it ain't working. Well, stay on it for a little longer, and we'll call you back. I got a supplement for prostate,
Oh, okay. What is it called?
Pro Man or something.
Pro Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, they gave it a great marketing plan.
sure.
There's a bunch of them out there.
So you can hear the commercial now. If you're a man over 60, you need Pro Man. Like it'll have the reverb in it and everything.
Yeah. Listen, as you get older, I know right now.
I already know mine's swollen from my test. They said you got a enlarged prostate and enlarged liver.
Your test.
Yeah, a scan.
Oh, okay.
You
You
can
did a
see it.
scan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your prostate's supposed to be the size of a walnut,
What's yours the size of?
probably a
Cantaloupe.
lime.
Cantaloupe.
No, somebody I know had a softball size one. I forget what they had done. but-
Jesus Christ.
I think they waited a little too long.
They put a Rawlings baseball glove. I'm like, let's get this pitch out.
Yeah, it sucks getting old. It really does.
Yeah, it depends.
Well, it's better than
If you got your health, you got everything, and that's
That's
true.
the problem, but that's what
That's
happens.
true.
Right now with me, one of the things that I can't stand is that I'm losing my memory. There's pictures.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. There's pictures in that yearbook that I'm in there playing volleyball from the college yearbook in 1986, I think it was, or 7. And there's a picture of me in there playing volleyball. I see the picture. I don't remember being in that volleyball game whatsoever.
Well, it was 40 years ago.
I understand that, but you should still be, you're like, oh, I remember when we did that.
I didn't even know. I don't think my college had a yearbook. I guess it did. I didn't get one.
There's another
pink.
one. Yeah. There one in 19 the oldest one 19 which one do you have 1987?
This is 87.
Go to the one in 1989. The one in 1989.
This is when I met you, 87.
The one in 1989 has got a picture of me and Sandy there. That's the bottom one. Grab the bottom one. And go
I
to,
got that one. So I know what that one's all about.
go to the one go to the where the page marker is.
Hey, there's Camille
Yeah.
and Dandy Don Davis.
Is there
And the
is there a
bitter
picture
Asian man.
over on the top left corner? Isn't there a picture of me and Sandy there, Jimmy?
Yep.
Read the caption.
Without my glasses, I can't
Give it to Deuce.
read this for her.
Giving me jobs.
Right here.
God forbid.
I got my glasses.
General Manager, Lord John Jamingo. And the secretary.
Yeah, you know how she was a permanent secretary?
Yeah.
She was screwed on the desk. Hi
I
oh.
put that. I helped put that backdrop together
Yep.
back in the day.
Back in the
At
day.
Back in the
DBK.
day at DBK.
I remember listening to you. I could just about get you Saturday mornings. It just came in.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't know who that guy is. I remember you used to do that to him on Facebook all the time.
What was his name?
Agent Orange.
Agent Orange, he
Yeah,
called
she was
himself.
Like, I don't remember you. Just to fuck with the guy. Yeah, I used to do it. He's like desperately.
What
explaining.
night did you do? You Wednesday nights or Thursday?
Tuesday
nights?
nights.
What'd you do? Wednesday nights or Thursday nights? Tuesday nights.
Yeah,
Okay.
You did Monday. I did Tuesday. The Bitter Asian Man did Wednesday.
And then
Presley B did Thursday nights.
there was no Friday night.
And Friday night. Well, no, it was a rotating cavalcade of bad hosts. It was, oh no, Lady Pink did Thursday nights. And Friday night it was Ivan the Terrible. It was Grey Wolf.
Yeah.
Rich Sims, he did one.
We used to do, I was the first general manager of the radio station to actually have dances remember when we had dances in the
Spring Fling.
the spring fling,
Fall Ball.
spring fling and the fall ball. And
I'm glad I'm here.
What a fucking nightmare
Well,
that
it
was.
started off. I took over the oldies show
Which was
from you,
right.
which was Saturday, 10 till 12 in the afternoon, and then at 12 we went off the air, and we weren't on the air at all on Sunday
right.
back then.
Yes,
And then Tuesday night came up, and nobody wanted it.
that's right.
So I reluctantly took it because I didn't know shit about some of the, well, a good portion of the music because we were top 40.
Right.
Like I didn't know dick about Madonna or Bev DeVoe or none of that shit
Well,
that was coming up.
the-
So I used to just open up the request lines and just let the fucking listeners request, and then I would just play what they wanted. It's like, fuck it.
Well, that's what we did. That's why we went top 40 because you didn't have to know anything about the music because we had all top 40
It
cards
was all formulated.
and it was all
we knew what
formulated.
to play.
Yeah, all you had to do was play the numbers that were that you were supposed to play
Yeah.
for the.
We were
time.
7 to 10.
Uh-huh.
So we played 4 between 7 and 8, 3 between 8 and 9, and then the top 3 got played between 9 and 10.
Right. Exactly.
And it was easy to do.
It was just easy to do, and you didn't have to think about anything.
But I didn't know, like, as far as, I mean, it was a weird time. Not a weird time. It was a great time, actually, because if you think about it, the musical landscape was shifting under our feet, but we didn't know it yet. Because in 87, for example, when you look and see who was in the top 40, it was all over the map. You know, you had Bananarama, you had Def Leppard, you had U2, you had Madonna, you had DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, you had the
Bruce Springsteen came in there when he
Springsteen had his bullshit out there at that time with the
Dancing in the Dark.
Yeah, the follow up to the Dancing in the Dark album. Rap music was gangster rap wasn't out yet, but rap music was.
And
so you had Young MC, you had DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Run DMC,
you had heavy metal because you had hair bands.
Guns N' Roses'
Poison
debut
rap.
album came out. So it was really all over the map.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff that I did, if they weren't playing it on MMR, I had no knowledge of. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know any of this. So I just said, well, fuck it. I'll just open up the request lines and do it that way.
Yeah, and you know why you could open up the request lines?
Because we had a phone.
No,
You put a phone in?
we had a phone in there. No one knew how to use it.
How to patch it in?
Right, and I got the one kid to patch the phone in.
Well, I just took I didn't patch in on the board. I just answered the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, but you used to patch in on air.
Right, well,
Yeah.
I did until someone yelled the N word, and then I couldn't do that anymore. So what we did was we recorded it on
Who the
cassette.
fuck did that?
I don't know. Hello, WDBK. Yeah, fuck you. You.
Oh,
I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I was like, all right, well, that was nice. Thank you.
You didn't have a delay.
No.
Remember the one time that we were getting pizza delivered from one of the pizza places, and then another pizza place heard it and they called in and said, yeah, well, we'd like to bring you pizza. And you were like, oh, I don't know. I'm kind of loyal to so-and-so. So, well, we'll do this. And like live on air, John goes, send it over. I'm a pizza slut.
We were buying pizza from
They
this
sent
one place.
3 pizzas over.
And the guy says, I'll send you 3 pizzas over. I said, well, I'm kind of loyal to this one place. And the guy goes, I'll send you 3 pizzas for nothing. I went, send it over. I'm a pizza slut. So this guy come over and delivered pizzas. And he did that every Monday night for a while.
Yeah.
He would deliver us 3 pizzas. And then you couldn't move in that fucking place when I was on Monday night. Everybody was in there.
Yeah.
It was a fucking...
Rush the mic.
Yeah.
Rush the mic.
I had to throw everybody out because I was on from 7 until 10. So at 9 o'clock, I threw everybody out because it was fucking chaos.
Because John was going to be serious now. Like anarchy, it was okay to have anarchy when
From
John was
7 to
on from
9.
7 to 9. But no, it's 9 o'clock now, guys. He would have his cassette. He's going to tape the last hour of his show because, this is for his career. He might be doing something with this.
Yeah.
When he's
serious.
when he's interviewing an MMR, he wants to play this.
Yeah. Now Aaron just reminded me that we get our lunch sponsored now. We get Bruce sends money over to pay us. Bruce from the Weathered View.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce. So Aaron says, yeah, that's why Bruce bought you lunch, you slut.
We're cheesesteak sluts today.
But it was, yeah, so the guy would bring in the pizzas, and then I would throw everybody out of the studio at 9 o'clock. So because I was going to try to be, that's one of the reasons I was going to school. I wanted to be in radio.
Yeah.
So I needed an air check. I couldn't be in the middle of the air check and then yelling at somebody for whatever the
Remember, I
fuck.
carved my name in the chair while we were sitting in the studio. I'm minding my own business, and then I became conscious. Like John's like, hey, and then that was the cure. And then I become conscious that he stopped talking. I look up and he goes, "Are you insane?"
He's sitting there carving his name into the fucking studio.
Big
chair.
letters, Deuce, right across the chair.
Are you insane?
I'm sure they wouldn't have known it was me.
Yeah, that's when I met the big giant Amazon girl with the black hair. I can't even remember her name. She showed up at 9 o'clock because she wanted to meet
I remember
John Jamingo.
I remember.
I didn't know the name
yeah.
went back that far.
Well, she had a preconceived notion. They all did. Like if a girl called up, they had a preconceived notion of what you looked like. So,
Right.
for example, this one girl called me up and she wanted to meet me after I got off the air and everything. I said, yeah, and I had a girlfriend and all that shit. I said, it's not going to work. And, well, why not? I says, well, because you probably think I'm something that I'm not.
Yeah, you. Right.
So describe what do you think? I was, well, you're probably you got blonde hair, blue eyes. No, wrong.
Yeah, wrong.
So
at 9, I throw them all out of the studio at 9 o'clock. Around 9:20 in the studio, if you press the doorbell in front of the radio station, a light would flash in the studio, so you knew there was someone's at the door. I go, who the fuck is this?
yeah, the jeweler's buzzer was always broken. You couldn't buzz anyone in because it would always get fucking broken.
So I walk out to the, it's got a song. I go out there and I open up the door, and there is this 6 foot tall, black haired, gorgeous woman. And I go, can I help you? And she goes, yeah, I'm here to see John Jamingo. And I go, do you have an appointment? And she goes, no, I just hear him on the radio, and I got to meet him. I go, have you talked to him before? No. I said, do you know him? Did you go to class with him? No. I said, okay, well, come on in. So I bring her in, and the music's playing, and I put her in the studio, and I sit there, and she's sitting in the studio, and the music's on, and the monitors and all, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this chick? She has no idea. She's talking to me.
Right.
She has no idea that it's me. So now the song starts to fade. She gets uncomfortable because she hears the song fade. Nobody's there. So I walk in the door. sit down. I put the headphones on. I open up the mic. I go, 91.5 WDVK. It's John Jamingo. I have a guest in the studio. I swing the microphone over to her and I go, hey, what's your name? She's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm sorry. It's me. And she's like, oh my God, you look so different. Again, I'm sorry.
Different than what?
Yeah. I'm not the Adonis that you had conjured up in your mind.
Do you remember the phone number?
228. No. Do you remember the phone number?
I do.
No shit. What is it? That's the radio station's closed now, right?
I believe so, but if it's not, I'm sure that request list.
Of course they still have the phone.
It was 609 back then.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't split in 856.
Okay.
I think it was 227-2070. And remember, you
2070,
can't say,
yes.
you can't say 0 as O.
Right.
Because that was a big thing on there. Don't say 0 as O, because people would always say that. They was like, oh, and it's
227-2070. That's I remember that.
22720. Yes, at this time, WDVK ends its broadcasting day.
Oh, my God.
WDVK operates on the authority of the Federal Communications. It's like, you had to do the read off when you went off air.
Oh, everybody wanted to, because we're such nerds back then. He's like, oh, I can't wait to do a big long read.
Yeah.
Now I look at a big long read, I'm like, oh no, I can't do it.
You used to do the read off. We used to use the Buckaroo Bonsai exit. Then I used to use Age of Chances Peter Gunn theme.
Mm-hmm.
I used to use that.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
What was the other one that we did? Oh,
I can't.
Beverly Hills Cop, the
that's
Axel
right.
Fall.
Yeah.
We would read off to that.
That's the true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one better though.
Yeah. Because this one just went on and on. So if we ran long like we do,
You didn't have to worry. Didn't have to cut it off.
it wouldn't run out like fuck.
All right. I don't know. You got anything else, Deuce, when we're thinking about this?
Yeah, good. You ready for Thanksgiving? I mean, obviously it's coming up. You guys ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
Yeah. I don't really care that much. We talked about this earlier. I think the worst thing about Thanksgiving is the turkey.
What's the sweet shit? You didn't talk about it with me.
No. I talked about it on the Boomer Bunker, we talked about Thanksgiving, and I always say the sides are better than
But I
the
didn't know where
turkey.
you were going.
Right.
You go, bladder boy.
I am.
He's peeing for the third time. Next time, hey, if you're
And
gonna
Jesus falls for the third time.
right, and if you're gonna fart in there, spray. Last time you almost killed us out
Oh,
here.
fart. Great. You have atomized fecal matter in the air.
Yeah, there's a spray in there that'll make that the shit smell like peaches.
Yeah, Diane's home. She's cooking a banquet. We're hosting again. Well,
Yeah, well, of
that'll go
course.
on forever and a day now. So
Right.
there's no one left. Well, mom and dad are gone, so
Right.
it's up to us now. So it's like,
Well, maybe one day Wise and his wife might.
oh yeah, down the road.
Yeah, down the road they might.
But right now, yeah, Joe's coming over. He's going to eat salad.
No, I can't eat anything.
Her brother and sister-in-law, and obviously the kids, and that baby, he'll be over.
That baby will be over.
Yeah. I'm undermining his parents' authority silently in the background.
All right, I will get punched in the face if I don't ask this question.
Jesus Christ.
All right, can we come up with a date for our December recording? Because the Duchess wants to come down for
I know the
December.
20th is right out.
All right, hang on. Let me grab the calendar.
I know that's right out because I'm doing something. Me and Joe and my sister are getting together.
Joe and my sister are getting together. All right, let me go back to.
And I. Well,
So
the only Saturday that I'm off is December the 6th. If it's going to be a Saturday.
You could do December the 6th. It's in 2 weeks. I could do one of these a week with you if you could.
Yeah, when I retire.
Hey, when you retire, you move away. We'll be doing it over the internet.
That would be a fever dream if I got to move away immediately, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question.
If
Duchess.
Well, let me put it to you.
Go ahead.
The 2 Fridays that I'm off are the 12th and the day after Christmas, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
the
we're not
day
doing-
after Christmas isn't going to work for
Right,
anybody.
we're not doing anything the week of Christmas.
And December the 6th is the only Saturday that I'm off.
All right.
Because, like I said, on the 20th is already prearranged.
Now Duchess can't do the 6th. Boy, Duchess, you're a pain in the ass.
I'm not even sure if it is. Let me get a hold of the Queen of Dilly Dally.
Okay. Call the Queen of Dilly.
Oh, actually, you know what? I can just go into the magic of technology.
The magic. Any Friday, she says.
Any Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's...
So we got the 5th, the 12th, the 19th.
I am off on the 12th.
All right. Can you do the 12th there, Duchess? See how long this takes her.
Probably be faster than that slut Vera. She takes a long time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let me see. I pulled up the text from my sister.
Duchess isn't even messaging back now because I can't do that Friday. I can't do the 12th. It's like trying to. I have a 5K on the 6th. Okay. What about the 12th? I can't believe it. It's like I'm talking to somebody.
Yes, it's definitely on the 20th that
Okay.
my sister Joe and I are getting together.
So the 12th, Friday the 12th. What do you say we do Friday the 12th? Is that okay? He's still in there paying. I can't believe. I can hear him.
He's dropping his uterus.
I can hear him pee. All right. All right, Duchess sent us a message. She can do the 12th. All right, let's do the 12th. Let's make it the 12th. All right, everybody knows it's a 12th because we can't rely on me. Cannot rely on me.
Hey, you get the Concord effect.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, here's the thing. Spin this, doctor.
No. It's really weird. I could have sworn it was a 12th.
First of all, let me set the Wayback Machine, Sherman. So you taped the bunker on Monday. I
Yes.
get up on Tuesday, and I have to go to work. So my coffee's on. I'm like, oh, okay. So while I'm drinking my coffee, this is 2:30 in the morning. I'll listen to the bunker, while I'm waking up. 3 minutes in, oh no. Now we changed it to Friday the 21st. And I just about spit the coffee across the room. Like, what the fuck is he doing? I work on Thursday and Friday. So then I get to hear you and Duchess going back and forth. And I
She
don't
was
blame
pissed.
Duchess. Well, I don't blame her.
I know.
Because you're insane. You just, you don't remember shit. So I was like, thankfully, I had that text chain message saved in my phone. So I said, well, we're going to have some fun with this morning, aren't we? So then I shot it out. Hey, just a friendly reminder that we agreed to do this on the 22nd. And I included the text chain message in there. And then that's how that came.
And then I think I went, fuck.
Yeah.
So here's
then John says, oh, am I going fucking insane?
I
said,
must be going insane.
We will refer to these occurrences as the Concorde effect. Phil Collins flying up the river in the Concorde. It's like.
Listen, I'm not a guy that sits there and tries to be right all the time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I admit I'm wrong, and it's fine. Everybody's wrong sometimes. So I'm like, what the hell? There's something wrong. I know. I have it on my calendar as the 21st. I go into my calendar. It's on the 22nd. I was like, what made me think it was Friday the 21st? If I would have just looked at my calendar.
Well, I want to know, who did you have this conversation with that we decided to change it to the 21st? Were you in a fever dream? I mean, what's going on?
I have no idea. I had a dream the other night. I was dead, and I was talking to all my dead relatives. And I'm like, hey, and they're like, it's not bad. We do this, we do that. And I'm like,
we play racquetball on Tuesdays.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, is there any way to get in touch with anybody? No, you can't. It's just you're here, and that's it. We just move on with what we're doing and all. And everybody's young, and we all stay young. And And I wake up, and I'm like, oh my God. And at first, I was sad. I was sad because
I wanted to go back.
I wanted to go back. His mom was there, dad was there, my aunts and uncles were there. And all these people were there.
So you were like Malcolm McDowell in Star Trek Generations. You wanted to get back to the Nexus.
I wanted to get back to the Nexus. I was like, I hope that was a foreshadowed dream. I wasn't sure. But yeah, so one of the things that I have to do now is I have to write this shit down. Because as you can see, even if I write it down,
there's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee that I'll be right or I'll remember it. So one of the things I've been, you say you're watching YouTube videos about this. I've been watching YouTube videos on how to organize my life and today. And since we have the iPhone and I have iPads and I have all this other shit, I decided to go with the Apple ecosystem, which is great because I can use Siri. I can say to Siri, hey, set a reminder for this, or I have an appointment tomorrow or whatever. And I have it set up, so I use the notes, the reminders, and the calendar. And it'll put it in all three. It'll do it in all three. So I'm like, okay. And so it's been working for me, except you have to go back and look. You have to double check to see if you've actually.
Sounds like a new 2-minute drill card.
If it wasn't, I need a drill. Today, I go to set everything up for this show. I go back to the 2-minute call. I'm like, oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I forgot to do that. So yeah, my life is nothing but checklists now. I have when we do the Boomer Bunker, I have a pre-show checklist, right before we turn the mic on checklist, and then the after-show checklist.
Post-show checklist.
A post-show checklist, yes. And I have to go constantly. Wait, I forgot to get voicemails. Oh, hey, Duchess will hear me. We're sitting there, and it's like 5 minutes to go. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't get the voicemails. I don't know.
Oh, we got to read the Trump tweets. Oh, we got to do this.
Yeah, last week I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have a Trump tweet, so I got a quick run out, get a Trump tweet. The only good thing
about
this,
Chinese fire drill.
Yeah, the only good thing about this, it has made me extremely fast at producing a show. Like the other day, Jimmy comes, I'm sitting there and I'm getting ready to do the show and all of a sudden I hear the door open. Hey, anybody down there? Yeah. So he bebops down. Is he okay?
He fell in.
I hope he's okay. So it's my second shit. So he bops down, and then it's like I don't know, it's like 1 o'clock. He goes, yeah, I don't have to be at the doctor's till 3. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna have any time. He's gonna be here the whole time. I can't just work with him here. So we call. It's nice to see him. So we do talk, bullshit, grab ass, all that stuff. He leaves. Now it's 3 o'clock. I've got to throw a whole show together in 3 hours. So I'm like, going through everything, looking at my checklist. Okay, got to get this, got to get that. We're ready to go. So I'm very fast now at producing. Like if you tell me that you want to do a show in 3 hours, I'll be ready. Mm-hmm. I'll have topics. I'll set everything up. I'm not so good on social media getting things out, but I can set up a show and produce a show. I don't think he's paying anymore, Duchess. I think he's violating my toilet. I hear the fan on. So.
Yeah, well, I'd have to wait a while before I go in and wash out the glasses. It'll be atomized fecal matter in the atmosphere.
Well, hopefully he sprays that stuff. It smells like peaches.
That's an asshole that I work with said that. He says, yeah, well, when you smell he actually said this because he's such a scientist. He says, yeah, well, the reason you smell farts is because that's fecal matter in the air.
Is it?
Well, according to this dimwit that I work with. So we were very skeptical. We're like, okay, so you're telling me that if someone farts, it's penetrating underwear, a pair of pants, possibly a coat, and getting into the air. That's fecal matter. It's just like, oh yeah, that's why you smell it. And you're just like,
I wonder what it actually is. Like, what makes a smell?
it's probably just methane.
Is that what you think methane smells like? That?
Sure.
I know they have to.
You've been around open sewers before, haven't you?
Oh yeah, a couple times.
There
Yeah,
you go.
it kind of does all smell the same.
But it's like he said, it's like atomized fecal matter. I was like, you fucking twit.
It's not.
I work with so many geniuses.
We should start a podcast.
When I retire from there, and then I can like tell more stories about the shit that goes. Well, here's a story I can tell. This just happened yesterday. So where I work, we have shifts and rotations, and there's some job a rotation is a job detail. And like anywhere else, some job details are more pleasurable than others are.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some that are just universally disliked by everybody, but we put up with it. Now, where I work, you have the ability to swap. You can swap out of a detail. And some guy that just came to the team from night shift, so he's been on the team like for 5 minutes and he doesn't know his role, so he should just sit down and shut the fuck up. But he's like, oh, yeah, we should change this the way the other teams do it. My team voted not to do it that way like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So during the meeting, the morning briefing, the team supervisors get together and like, apparently there's some interest in changing this detail, and the whole room went, no. And he's the one guy that said yes.
Hey,
so it stands. So evidently, a couple of hours go by. I happened to be on the same detail with him yesterday, so he was in the break room. He goes, "Oh, I don't understand it. There was 12 to 15 people that said they would back me up." And so I don't know if these 12 to 15 people were just fucking with him.
could possibly.
Or if they just saw that they read the room and they said, yeah, nobody wants to go for this, so I'm not going to stick my hand up. Fuck that.
All right. So one of the things that I get in trouble with technology is I always try to do too much. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, it's not that I can do a podcast. Now I got a live stream. Now we got to have video. We got to do all this other shit, right? I get myself in trouble with it all the time. And then you made me think about those dances we did at WDVK. Mm-hmm. Can't just have a dance. We have to.
Oh, you have to live stream it.
We have to
what
live stream it. Now, this is 1987, 88.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no internet. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no nothing like that, right? So what I did was I went and got 300 foot of cord, and in the cafeteria, we hooked into the mixer. We ran the cable, and then we found a pipe that was in the cafeteria that we could take and chase the wire down the pipe into the ceiling of the downstairs.
Right.
And then we ran it in through the ceiling all the way into the radio station, and then found a pot, took the two wires, wired it in the pot. We turned it up, and that's how we live streamed the dance, the music of the dance in there. That was an idea. I was doing this shit back then. It's not like it's something new. I've been doing this my whole life, really, basically. You know, like, hey, you know what I got? You know what I want to do? I'll tell you what I want to do. We're going to take and live stream this. How are we going to do it? I don't know.
Was that ever done before?
No.
No. I mean, did they ever do Spring Flings Fall Balls before?
No dances.
No.
They never had to dance before.
So I remember we went to the C.W. Lewis School. We
Yes.
made an appearance. We were signing an autograph. That was fucked up. Yeah, because we were just dopey disc jockeys on a 100-watt radio station.
And they
So
called.
we had a broadcast range of 10 miles on a clear night. You might be able to hear us 10 miles away. And they called us up and they wanted us to make an appearance. I'm like, yeah, okay, we can do that. And then like these little teeny bopper girls are like, they're thrusting pieces of paper and posters in our hand. They want our autographs. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm a fucking cigarette salesman. What the fuck you doing? I was like, okay, Deuce.
They called the radio station.
XO.
we wanted to make money because we wanted more equipment and stuff like that. So they said, well, you can do fundraisers. So the school calls us, we have a dance, and they said, would you DJ our dance? I'm like, sure.
And the school was right around the corner from
Right
the
around the
college.
corner.
It wasn't far.
Right. And me and a couple other guys also DJ'd. We DJ'd, like we had mobile DJ equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So we all go, okay, yeah, we'll do that. How much are you going to pay us? And I forget what, I think it was like $175.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we'll donate the equipment and all, we'll go there. So we're playing the music and all, and the kids are dancing. What were they, like 6th, 7th
It was a
grade?
middle school, so it was like 6th to 8th grade.
So they're like, I'm like, is anybody talking? And they're like, no. I said, are you saying anything to these kids? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay. So the song fades down, and I grab the mic, and I'm like sitting there, and I go, hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm John Jamingo from WDVK, and they all rush the stage screaming like I'm fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, they didn't know that we were going to be there or something.
It scared the shit out of me. And
Jimmy
what is he doing in
Jimmy
there?
had a stroke.
What? What?
He knocked over the soap. Were you scrubbing up for surgery?
Did you shut the door?
Yeah, shut the door
And leave the fan on? Turn the fan on, you fucking... You heathen. Turn the fan on. What's wrong with you?
There's always a Visigoth in the studio.
Yeah, so then, once we talked and I announced everybody. I said, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, and they're all screaming and yelling and all that. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, we had quite the following. We didn't know.
I had no idea.
We're signing posters and CDs. Well, that's when we raided Presley's office and we took all the free shit that the record companies gave us and we were just handing it out to these kids. Yeah, kids were walking out with CDs and posters of Taylor Dane, all the who was popular back then, whoever was on the charts.
Right.
We had promo material for.
That was the other thing we did with the spring dance. We bought
Spring
these.
fling.
Yeah, we bought these plastic beer mugs that had the radio logo and everything on
Mega
it. Mega hits 91.5.
And for some reason, a lot of the H's just like wore off. So it was like mega
hits. So we had them, and they tried to sell them, and nobody would buy these things. So I'm like, that's it. I went in, I grabbed, I forget how many. It was a whole box of
I
them.
came out with boxes of shit.
Yeah, I came out with boxes of them, and I'm sitting on
Tubes
stage.
full of posters.
Yeah, I'm up on stage, and I'm heaving these plastic mugs out into the crowd, and the security guard comes over and says, stop it. These people are getting hurt. I'm like, fuck it. I'm throwing them up in the air.
Fuck that girl.
Catch. Yeah. No internet.
Then they did the write up in the newspaper.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if you remember this aspect. So, not to pat ourselves on the back, but they introduced every Monday through Friday disc jockey was there.
Right.
Okay, so who got the biggest response? Well, it was you and me.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like as far as the applause meter would go by. It was like because you were MC, and so they know you. Well, this woman named Trudy, her kid went to that school, and that's how it all came about. So she got a hold of Lady Pink, and when they wrote the story, they said that Lady Pink got the biggest reception, which
that's right,
and which was like fake news.
It was
fucking fake news. So she had an apparatchik in the press, just like the Democrats do.
We're reading the story. We're like, and who got the biggest? I'm like, what?
Who?
I think she's autistic. We didn't know what autistic was back then. I think she was on the scale. she's on the spectrum. When you say,
I think she was harmless. I think
yeah.
I don't know if she was. I think she was socially naive.
That was autistic.
Yeah, I don't think she really knew how to read a room.
Yeah, but I mean, she was high
I
functioning.
think she got the wrong idea with me because you know me, I have sports cars. I'll take anybody for a ride in my. Hey, it's a nice car. Oh, you want to go for a ride? How many people did I take for a ride in my fucking cars?
Yeah.
Like men and women. It's like, yeah, I'll take you for a ride. So I took her for a ride around the parking lot, and then that was like the worst thing I could have fucking done.
Yeah, because then
I got a tape of me. I gotta dig these WDBK tapes up.
Don't you dare.
No. I got it.
They're of you?
Oh, it's me and Larry.
Okay, good. That's fine.
On the show.
I don't want any of
And
me.
while I'm on the air, she grabbed my ass.
I
And
remember
you
this.
hear like dead silence. And I was like, don't do that. Don't you ever do that again. And you hear Larry like,
I do remember
Larry sounded like Squidward for this.
because we had to have a talk with her afterwards. And then she cried, and she
Yeah.
always wore a shit ton of makeup. And when she cried, she looked like Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah.
It was all
Before there
running
was
down
a
her
Tammy
face.
Faye Baker, she looked like Tammy Faye Baker. So.
Stuff running all down her face. I'm like, stop crying.
I mean, I felt bad, but I was like, yeah, don't do that. You know,
don't grab her. You
don't-
can't, Pink. You can't go around grabbing men's asses.
Can't be
But
grabbing the goods.
You can't grab a men's asses. Even back then, I had to take care of shit.
This
All
is a
right.
bunch of shit.
All right, I'm going way too long here. All right, how you feeling, Jimmy? You okay?
I'm good now.
Everything come out all right?
Oh yeah.
It's like an exorcism in there.
So what is he doing in there?
It's like Joe always said, sometimes you got to shit and sometimes you got to shit now.
Which one was that, Jimmy? Was that the second shit of the day or the third?
Second.
That was the second
No,
shit?
first.
That was your first shit of the day? How'd you even leave the house?
I tried 3 times, and
Oh,
before I even came here, I went home again and tried to go.
okay. Oh, thank God everything
And
came out.
everything hit
Tried
here.
3 times on the ceiling. If you
You can't just sit there.
twice on the pipe. Ding, ding.
I sat 3 times on the toilet and nothing came out. I banged on the pipe. Bing, bing.
Yeah,
Nothing would go.
even through the headphones, you were like, "What's going on?"
I'm sitting there listening to hear thrashing around in there. I was like, what the fuck is going on in there?
You had that empty dish soap bottle in there. It's like this much in it. And
Right?
Sat the spray down. I tapped that, and it just went.
Oh, okay. All right.
It took a tumble.
All right. All right. We're going to wrap this up here. Deuce, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Jimmy.
So what day are we doing this again?
I got to look.
Here you go.
Hold
How many days in the song of Christmas?
12?
December 12th. There
December
you go.
12th.
So just taking the 12 days of Christmas and you're good to go.
You would think. All right. I know because Duchess
I'll text you daily between now and then to let you know.
says, this is what Duchess says. I can do the 12th, dick. I don't know why. What did I do?
Well, I'm sure it'll all come into focus when we listen to this tomorrow.
Monday night, I'll figure out what the fuck I did. Yeah, it's December 12th. Okay. Duchess says, Jimmy's 10 pounds later. And turn that fan on. All right, everybody. We will be back here the 12th. Oh, here's another thing. Should I continue to do I forgot about all those best ofs.
Yeah, 3 months ago you forgot.
Yeah. Should I start doing them again? You think they're worth it?
I know some people that like them.
Okay. I'll do them again. I'll
Now
put
you got to fast forward them to the current date.
Yeah, I'll just pick up where I left off. It doesn't really matter. It's all evergreen.
Jay Leno.
I can do this. I can do this, and I can do that.
What do you do? Go back to your old shows and get the best of each?
I grabbed the best of the go back and grab them.
Well, the original plan was
I was going to
they were being released on the actual anniversary date. So if it was May 4th, 2016, May 4th of this year, it got released. But
that's all fucked up.
John forgets.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'll do. The feed's just sitting there doing nothing. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll continue from now, and then I'll catch up. I'll put 2 out a week. I'll put 2 other ones out. I'll put an oldie out, and then I'll put the one that releases on a date until we catch up. That's what I'll do.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Let me write that down.
2 a week. Oh, one old, one new. and I say this.
Now Dutch is upset. Yeah, the bunker. Nah, fuck it. We're gonna. I got time on my hands now. I'm retired, right? I guess. All right, Dutch. I just called you the Duchess. All right, Deuce.
Well, we look so much alike.
Yes. And the 12th, the Duchess will be here, and hopefully Joe will be here. And I don't know if the Jimmy will show up on the 12th. We'll never. The Jimmy's like an enigma. He floats in, he floats out.
Like a chink?
He's like a chink in
Like
the
in The
armor.
Great Santini. That's the best line of that movie. I don't want you to know me. I want to be an enigma, like a chink. Make that movie today. Robert Duvall was the Great Santini.
He was one of my favorite actors.
Excellent movie.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite
The
actors.
kid from Caddyshack's in it. Everyone forgot about him.
The kid from who? Smells?
Danny Noonan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Noonan.
Yeah, he was the kid that played in the tournament. He was the star of the yeah.
Yeah.
So he played the Great Santini's son. Outside of the Great Santini and Caddyshack, never saw that kid in another movie. So I don't know if he just died or
No, he's going to
or his career died.
Yeah, Duchess says Jimmy better show up, and she also called me retired/retarded. Okay, well, thank you very much.
They tried the Queen of Dilly Dally out.
Yeah, the Queen of Dilly. You know what it'll be? Let's have it let's make it the Brand X Boomer Bunker Christmas party. We'll hang lights up.
Oh, you can throw Diane and Deuce's birthday in there too, because
Diane. Oh yeah, your
we're both
birthday's
December.
right?
Don't say the date.
Yeah, it's
Don't say the
it's next month.
It's in the month of December.
It's the month of December.
So
why,
is Diane's.
why don't you want it to? Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Because I'm not that self-centered and vain and narcissistic
It's funny because
like you are.
Yeah, because when I see it, because I usually put something on Facebook and I'm like, I'm the only one. What's going on with that?
Because I don't have it on Facebook.
Okay,
Yeah,
I won't do that. This year.
My day comes and goes. No one knows.
Okay.
And then they all feel bad. And I was like, yeah, don't feel bad because I don't put it on Facebook. I don't.
Right. If you don't know it without Facebook telling you about it,
I know all my friends' birthdays. So like I'll like send it out without a Facebook prompt.
yes.
I
don't know if I know. I know some of my friends' birthdays. I don't think I know them all.
I got one friend who knows so many birthdays. He'll tell me customers of mine's birthday.
Yes,
Johnny
sir.
Tatham.
Okay.
He sends about 65 birthday cards and receives about 100.
Sends birthday cards?
Still to this.
Yeah, that's like the Christmas cards. Like last year, I was doing Christmas cards.
You still do that?
Yeah, because I'm a real human
lot of-
being. But it's depressing now because so many people have passed away. So like when someone dies, it's like you're just putting a big X right through that. I'm like, okay.
Here's a list.
And then like I'm going last year I was doing the Christmas cards. I was like, this is depressing. I mean, besides the obvious, like your parents are like, well, there's Aunt Mary, big X through that name, and like, so
I got one aunt.
I did a
still alive,
count.
94 years old.
Who?
God bless her.
Ruthie.
Oh, Aunt Ruthie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
94.
I did once upon a time. I used to send out. Me and Diane used to send out probably close to 70 Christmas cards,
Pull the mic closer to you.
Okay.
and now I think last year I'm like down to like maybe 28.
Duchess is like, tell Jimmy to get on the mic. And I look over. He's got no headphones on. The mic's all.
I thought the show was over.
Yeah, we're trying.
We got
You're
diarrhea.
drifting now.
Much like your anus, we've got diarrhea of the mouth right now. We just keep talking.
The show just got good. I'll have to go back and edit out the boring parts.
All right, so I guess we're going.
All right. Everybody, we'll be back here the 12th. Look for your Brand X episodes to come, the best of. I have no excuse. They're easy to get to. It's not hard to do. I guess I'm just lazy, forgetful.
Lazy.
Or both.
John's lazy for
Right. I get yelled all the stuff I get yelled at for by Duchess because it's like you didn't do this and you didn't do that. I'll be getting called a dick for that too.
For throwing her out there?
No, I'm just saying I there's a lot I do for the Boomer Bunker and in this show it's kind of
Well, it's not so much that you're a dick, but sometimes you're a throbbing member. Can that be the title of the show?
throbbing member. What do I have for this show?
Oh, I don't know.
I have
I was going to say, you don't even have a poster.
smart.
But you
I'm
do. It's right here.
smart as a box of Crockett's.
Smart as a box of Crockett's.
Right, and I wrote
a good
Sopranos State that I got to watch that movie.
That's a book.
I have to watch that book.
You know, It'll be like everything on that shelf if you just sit here and watch it. I don't know how much you'll get out of it.
All right. So the 12th, we'll have a Christmas party here.
Right.
All right. That sounds good. We can do that.
Cool. Are we exchanging gifts?
If you want to do a gag gift, we
Are
can do
we
it.
drinking eggnog?
Oh, no. I don't think.
Oh, you don't do eggnog?
No.
Nice rum in it. Mmm.
All right. Duchess says the throbbing member is the title of this show. I don't know what I'm going to do for artwork for that one. I have no idea. All right, everybody. We will catch up with you later. Thank you for hanging out. And I wish I knew what our socials were and how to get in touch with us. That doesn't matter.
We're a mystery.
Yeah, we're a mystery.
We're like the Grace Santini. We're an enigma.
I'm like Aaron from I Had to Say It podcast.com. Just try to find me. I dare you. Aaron says you got to come with a members only jacket.
Wow. I might still have one.
What, a members only jacket?
I'm not saying I do, but I got so much shit sequestered like the OJ jewelry in a closet downstairs. It might be in there. I had a burgundy one. I had two. I had a burgundy one and a black one.
I remember the black one. I don't remember the burgundy one. If you have it, you have to wear the burgundy one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mine's long gone. I had a brown one.
All right.
Golden brown.
Where's my mouse? There we go. All right. Let's end the stream. Fuck.
Adios, bitches.
Eat my fart box.